lead goal with 7 minutes to go, but got it to overtime, and Morgan Geeki scored the game winner to clinch 2 points. Bruins now 1-1 on the road trip so far, and Marco Sturm said afterwards his team improved from their third period in Anaheim 2 nights before.
Yeah, no, we had a good meeting this morning about that. Going into Anaheim, we should have won that game, but we just didn't defend well. We didn't check well. That was totally different. We tweaked a few things, and no, it's always nice when you touch on things and show things, and then they actually do it and they get rewarded. I think that's how I see it, and hopefully we can learn from it.
They took pride in that game on defending. I mean, it was night and day. It really was. And his comments, Marco Sturm's comments after the Anaheim game, were really telling. You have to be willing to defend. So you have to have some of the details in your game and take pride in your own zone. I mean, Swayman played well, but there was a couple times where his defense or his players helped him out around him. A couple pucks on goal line that they were pulling out, and block shots, the 5-on-3 kill, and the attention to detail and getting pucks out of the zone. That for me was way better. I mean, face-off win. How do you get the puck out of the zone? Too many times he mentioned icings after the Anaheim game. We have way too many icings, and they didn't have those against LA. There were times where LA pressed. There were times where LA, had some good opportunities, but I mean, dedicated to keeping that puck out of the net, not just your goaltender, but as a 5-man unit, 6-man unit. They were dialed in on that game. Now you got to try to do it on a consistent basis. One game isn't enough. A couple periods isn't enough. You have to do it, for 60 minutes, and that's what they're going to try to do again here today. Win here today puts you in a great position on this road trip, right? You're 1-1 so far. You've got this game today. You got a couple days off before you play the Islanders on Wednesday. A great opportunity to go home with a winning record. But they'll have their hands full. This is a pretty good offensive team. They've got, I've just mentioned Celebrini and Smith up front for them, and how dynamic those guys are, especially Celebrini. You've got to be dialed in against him defensively, and we'll see a couple changes in the Bruins lineup, which we'll get to as well.
We will. And Morgan Geeki on Friday night scoring both of Boston's goals, that 2 days after he had scored twice against Anaheim. 16 goals on the season. He's second only to Colorado's Nathan MacKinnon. And dating back to early December of last season, it's now 47 goals in his last 78 games.
Maybe a little bit of opportunity, just being able to seize it a little bit better too and take advantage of that. Just kind of trusting myself a little more in those situations. I mean, I don't know if last year at this time I would have taken that shot in overtime, just with the situation and where I was. But, it's easy to build confidence when you have confidence. So I think over the last year it's slowly been building, like I kind of said earlier, and just try to keep it going and have fun. I think hockey's super fun right now, and just try to come to the rink every day and have a good time.
It's got to be a great feeling. Really, I've never been in on a heater like that. So I've had spells of good games, and put some points together and feel like you're playing really well. This is. Between what him and Pastrnak are doing since, was it January 1st of last year, they're 1-2 in scoring in the NHL, goal-wise.
Yeah.
So it's no fluke. And he's worked on his shot. He's worked extremely hard on his shot. Him and Pastrnak have shared notes on, how they are successful in taking that shot. Whether it's a one-timer, which he had a goal last game, or whether it's that shot off the wing that he had last game, or the game before where he had 2 tips. He's finding different ways to score, which is, really encouraging. It's not a one-trick pony. You're not just standing in the left wing circle pounding pucks. He's doing it in different ways, and I think that's extremely encouraging. That makes the power play all that much more difficult to cover. 5-on-5, it makes it more difficult to cover. So they're going to play on different lines. Talking about Pastrnak and Geeki again here today, trying to spread it out a little bit, especially on the road. And we talked about that before last game against LA, where if you put everything on one line, it doesn't mean you can't go to it if you're down a goal and you want to go to everybody on your top guys on that one line. But it kind of has it spread out a little bit on those forward lines right now. Same with the defense. Because you're hiding guys is the wrong way to put it. You just want to spread it out so you have players that you can count on shift in and shift out on each line and on each D pairing.
Well, they get a little healthier tonight, which is good news. Elias Lindholm will be back in the lineup for the first time since his lower body injury on October 30th. He'll be centering the line with Geeki and Alex Steeves tonight. Sturm happy to see one of his top forwards back in the lineup.
Yeah, no, he's a big part of our team. We just, as a player, when you come back he's been injured for a while, so you just I think we gotta help him to get up to speed a little bit. And but yeah, no, he feels good. He feels ready to go, and hopefully he's gonna have a good game.
Yeah, having Elias Lindholm back is big. I mean, he hasn't had a whole lot of practice time. He's been skating, but yesterday was really the first full practice that he's been through. But that kind of slots everybody a little bit better, right? It moves Husadinov specifically onto the wing. And you have Husadinov playing with Zacha and Pasternak, and then you get Steeves and Lindholm and Geeky together. Face-offs, penalty kill power play. Blumel comes out of the lineup here today. And 5-on-5, he contributes in all of those areas and helps slot. It takes some of the burden off of Zacha. He's been asked to do a lot, and he's been very good at it. Especially when the Bruins have had good success. He's been asked to do just about everything for them, and they'll continue to lean on him. But now you've got somebody else in the middle in Lindholm coming back in the lineup that can also do some of those take on some of those duties.
Yeah, you mentioned faceoffs. Lindholm's won almost 58% of his faceoffs so far this season. So he gets back in. As you mentioned, Matej Blumel will come out of the lineup tonight. Bruins today also officially placed Charlie McAvoy on injured reserve to open up the roster spot for Lindholm's return. Jeremy Swayman's going to make his second straight start tonight. Swayman, in his last 7 starts, 6-1 with a 2.25 goals against, the .927 save percentage. He was terrific the other night in L.A. Counting you down to puck drop, here's what's on deck, brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing, #1 in premium decking. Order free samples at timbertech.com. We'll go around the NHL, including the Buffalo Sabres getting back to 500.
Oh, what a move! Valentine scores! Are you kidding me?
I'll chat with Bruins head coach Marco Sturm.
Oh, what a move! Valentine scores! Are you kidding me?
Who sounds a lot like a Buffalo Sabres announcer. And up next, we'll preview tonight's opponent, the San Jose Sharks, here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
He roofs it, top shelf. When the Bruins go top shelf, they go Tito's Handmade Vodka. Award-winning and distilled till it's just right. Tito's, the official vodka of the Boston Bruins. Boston Pregames with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc. Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Hey, it's Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law. At Catches, we don't just work here, we live here. We're part of the same neighborhoods, the same schools, the same New England towns that you call home. So when life hits hard and you need someone in your corner, you deserve lawyers who truly understand what's at stake. With over 40 years of experience and more than $3 billion recovered for the people of New England, we know how to win, and we know how to fight for you. Visit catcheslaw.com today to schedule your free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless you win.
Hi, this is Andrew Peak. I'm excited to be teaming up with the Shaws and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub for Feeding the Puck for Families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season helps score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate $100 to help end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive locally. Every time we feed the puck for a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation will make a donation of $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger up to $50,000. To learn more about feeding the puck for families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 CR-V or a 3.49% APR on a 2026 HR-V. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
The Revolution play on the Sports Hub.
Sanderson, oh boy, hitman fence. It's moving in, a breakaway, into the zone, stopped in the front of the net, they score! And trailing the play, it'll be Stutzler that bangs it in to give the Senators the lead.
Back here in San Jose as the Bruins get ready to take on the Sharks for the first time this year. And San Jose won just 2 of their first 10 games, but have since rallied. But that hit a little bit of a speed bump yesterday. A 3-2 loss to Ottawa here on home ice yesterday. It was a game in which Sharks head coach Ryan Warsofsky said his team just didn't battle hard enough.
We couldn't win a puck at all, defensively, offensively, and when you don't win pucks, you basically just skate and chase it, and that's what we did.
You know, he's got a younger team. You know, there's some veterans on the team. He's got a younger team. The Stars are certainly the young nucleus of this team, and I think it's going to happen from time to time. I mean, we've seen it with the Bruins. I think you see it with every team. The way the schedule is, over an 82-game schedule, you're going to see games where, you know, you don't have it. You don't have enough. But this is an exciting team, and if you let them play, and if you let them freewheel and you let them go, they're going to be dangerous, and that's something that the Bruins have to take pride in. You've got to go back to, you know, you can talk about LA, you can talk about Anaheim, and the way that this road trip has started. 2 very different games in the way that the Bruins approached them, or at least played them, and LA was far better. And on the whole, you know, Anaheim wasn't bad. It got bad at the wrong time, but. You know, for the LA game, for the most part, they were dialed in on some of the details that need to be really just drilled into them here game after game after game if they're going to have success. And the hard work, the winning of battles, and this is what San Jose is trying to instill in their team right now. You know, you can do all the freewheeling you want, but you have to do certain things in order to win hockey games. And, you know, that's where their coaching staff is really, you know, trying to drill that into them. So that was last night. So the Bruins get another game here, another team that played the day before. Don't know if it makes that much difference anymore, really, but it's, you know, because the schedules are what they are. But, you know, you had them play last night. Now you try to take advantage of them here again. They've been pretty good on home ice recently. So, you know, last night was a little blip for them. Yeah, they're 6-4-3 overall on home ice so far this season. Sharks power play in that game yesterday did score once on 5 opportunities. Warsofsky said afterwards, though, that unit wasn't anywhere near its best.
Yeah, we're just disconnected. We get the one. You would think that would get us going, but we ad-lib a lot of things, and we're not. It makes us unconnected, and you don't have success when you do that. Connected is a word that a lot of coaches use, whether it's in the D zone, whether it's in the O zone, whether it's the penalty kill, the power play. That means everybody playing as a unit, you know, not, you don't have somebody cheating. If you got somebody cheating, you're not connected. You know, so, you know, power play wise, that you can start to press that way, right? If you're not having success, you start to cheat, you start to do things that that other guys don't know what you're doing. I mean, you can ad-lib, but you want to be connected in certain areas, and these guys have a lot of skill on that power play, but, you know, to make sure that they're on the same page is something different for them. So, look, they've got some high-end talent. I'm really looking forward to watching Celebrini play today, Smith play today. Celebrini, I mean, what he's doing right now is phenomenal. We talked about him a little bit the other day, right, Ryan? We said, you know, he's a definite candidate for the Canadian Olympic team. That's a big thing right now for Team Canada. They're talking about who's going to play for them, whether Bedard's going to make it, Celebrini's going to make it. But for Celebrini, he's got a stat, 30 points in 20 games. There's only been 3 other players in history that have done that, 20 as a teenager, 30 points in 20 games. And their names are Lemieux and Gretzky and Crosby. It's a pretty good company to be keeping right now. Yeah. So Celebrini off great start here this season.
Well, coming up next here from San Jose, we'll check out the injury report. We'll still go around the NHL coming up as well here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Hey, New England, Drake May here. I'm always striving for greatness on the field, but greatness doesn't wait. It gets up, shows up, and moves forward. It takes hard work, ingenuity, and progress to achieve it. That's exactly what Chevy had in mind with the Chevy Silverado. Built bold, built for what's next. It has it all. Power, versatility, tech, comfort, the sky's the limit. Everything a great quarterback is looking for on the road. Because I know the Silverado is striving for that greatness just like me. Get to your local New England Chevy dealer today and check it out. The Chevy Silverado. Built to lead, built for greatness.
For home comfort, trust Dry Air Systems, an elite Mitsubishi electric diamond contractor. They install Mitsubishi electric heat pumps with instant mass save rebates. Visit DAS4HVAC.com or call 978-462-3800. Family owned and operated since 1989.
Hockey players, stop going to the store or rink to get your skates sharpened and do it right at home with the Sparks Skate Sharpener. Sparks allows you to sharpen your skate with pro-style accuracy at home. Sparks is easy, safe, consistent, and requires no experience. Perfect sharp skates every time with just a push of a button. Over 25 NHL teams are using Sparks, and so should you. Why go to the store or rink ever again when you can get pro-sharpened skates fast and easy? Get your Sparks Skate Sharpener today at sparkshockey.com and use promo code SPORTSHUB to save $50 at checkout. That's sparkshockey.com.
People come in, take a seat. You're really in for a treat at Sylvan Street. A great place to eat and drink and meet with family and friends at Sylvan Street.
It's the annual Sylvan Street Grill Black Friday gift card sale, Friday, November 28th. For every 100 in gift cards purchased, you receive a $25 gift card for free. Don't miss the Black Friday gift card sale at the Sylvan Street Grill in Peabody and Salisbury. And for every 100 in gift cards purchased, you receive a $25 gift card for free.
Eat, drink, and chill at the Sylvan Street Grill.
For more info, go to sylvanstreetgrill.com. Vote for your favorite game day cocktail featuring Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey on the 98.5 The Sports Hub contest page, and you could win $250 courtesy of Boston's Home for Sports. Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. Must be 21 plus. Please drink responsibly. Rules and restrictions apply.
The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
Time now for the Catches Law injury report. Elias Lindholm activated off IR today. He had been out since October 30th with a lower body injury. Charlie McAvoy was placed on IR today as he recovers from facial surgery. Victor Arvidsson, Casey Middlestat, and Jordan Harris all remain on IR, and Jeffrey Viel out for the second straight game after he left Wednesday's game against Anaheim. Injury report brought to you by Catches Law, the official law firm of the Boston Bruins. They've won over $3 billion for their clients. When you're injured and can't work, turn to Catches Law. There's no fee unless you win. Go to catcheslaw.com. Schedule your free consultation today. More to come from San Jose here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hurry into DQ for their sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets, layered with flavor from top to bottom and everywhere in between. Try them today. Now available in new sweet chili or honey barbecue. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on a fun-to-drive new Accord, Civic, CR-V, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or a 2026 CR-V, a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic, or a 3.49% APR on a 2026 HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R.
Hi, it's Amanda Meads from Rapid Flow here with my daughter Mia. Mia, there's a lot of drain companies on the radio, but there's only one that's trusted by Mass DOT and Massport. Can you guess which one? Rapid Flow? You got it. In this season, you may have friends or fans come in to watch the game at your home or business. So what's the last thing you want on game day? A sewer backup. No question. So get the permanent fix now with our no-dig pipelining technology. Call 800-286-FLOW or visit rapidflowinc.com.
With Rapid Flow, one call solves it all.
The scrape of blades, the clash of sticks. Hockey's more than a game. It's unrelenting, never give up moments that make you feel alive. And so you commit to the weekly ups and downs, the long road to the playoffs. You wear your heart on your sleeve and your jersey with pride. And when you're there for your team, the NHL shop is there for you. Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear at NHLshop.com. Fanatics experience.
Did you know that Aaron's, the snow thrower company, also makes Gravely lawnmowers? Do yourself a favor and get the job done right with the Gravely zero-turn mower designed to deliver professional results. Dial in your precise cutting height with the comfort of a plush high-back seat, powered with a dependable Kawasaki engine. Gravely is here for you and your lawn, just like the Aaron snow thrower is here for your driveway. Get the most mower for your money and get a Gravely zero-turn. Find your local dealer at Gravely.com.
This is Boston's home for sports.
Bruins and Sharks coming up from San Jose. Let's take a look at the other action from around the NHL this afternoon. Buffalo Sabres with a 4-1 win at home over Carolina.
Nice touch pass. Mellenstein, he's got some company coming. Oh, what a move! Mellenstein scores! Are you kidding me? Mellenstein, fight is wide right there, and the Sabres are up 3-1.
Yeah, they go on to win that game 4-1 over the Carolina Hurricanes. That's a good win for the Sabres on home ice. They beat Chicago the other day Scored a bunch of goals in that one. Win 4-1 today. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen in net. He hasn't played a whole lot this season, but he gets the W for the Sabres, who have won now 2 in a row.
Minnesota Wild on the road, shut out Winnipeg.
Moves it around behind. Connor was there, intercepted by Faber. 2-on-1 for Minnesota. Johansson drops to the trailing Faber. A shot. He scores! Brock Faber with a short-handed goal, and Minnesota leads 2-0.
Yeah, Minnesota was too good of a team to be playing the way that they were early in the season. They get the shutout against Winnipeg today, a good team. 3-0 now. They've won 5 in a row, Minnesota has, and they are 9-1-1 in their last 11.
Islanders and Kraken played 65 scoreless minutes. Islanders win in a shootout.
He's got speed. Left circle, far side. Cuts back to the middle. His shot. He scores. And the Islanders get the extra point.
I take that was Seattle's announcing. Right? Yeah, Islanders 1-0 winners over Seattle in the shootout. The Islanders now 7-3-1 in their last 11 games, and the Bruins will have them on Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Colorado, Chicago scoreless after 1. Coming up next, Marco Sturm will join us here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
There's nothing like the sights and sounds of the holidays. The crackle of a fire, the tearing of wrapping paper, and the of new gifts. The smell of cookies, ornaments on the tree, and the of new toys, along with the sound of Christmas carols through the Lexus Premium Sound System. Get into the holiday spirit during the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models now through January 5th. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
At Beantown Home Improvements, we know that Thanksgiving is about more than just a meal or a football game. It's about coming together and celebrating the things that matter most. So thank you to our Beantown Home Improvement customers who trust us with their most important assets. We'd be thrilled to talk to you about your next project, so give us a call at 44 Beantown today, and happy Thanksgiving.
This winter at Smugs, stay 3 nights or more and get 1 night free. Smugs is home to 3 big mountains, 78 trails, terrain for all abilities with 300 inches of average snowfall. Smugs, your home away from home with daily access to heated pools, hot tubs, tubing, Nordic trails, and endless indoor play at the Fun Zone 2.0. Plus, enjoy a variety of dining and shopping options in the village with weekly activities to entertain the entire family. Stay 3 nights or more and get 1 night free. Visit smugs.com today.
The Sports Etc. High School Hockey Skate and Stick Sale is on now through Sunday only. Take up to 35% off on select skates and sticks. Sports Etc., Boston's best hockey shop. 1303 Mass Ave in Arlington. Online at sportsetc.net.
Hey, it's Felger here. If your home or business is in need of a roof, contact my friends at East Coast Metal Roofing during their Fall into Savings sales event, where Sports Hub listeners get 10% off a new roof and financing options with no payment and no interest for 1 full year with approved credit. That's a great deal. You will never have to replace your roof again because their roofs have a lifetime transferable warranty, never rust, and can be installed on any style of home. Schedule a free quote by calling 844-611-ECMR. That's 844-611-ECMR, or visit eastcoastmetalroofing.com. East Coast Metal Roofing, your lifetime roofing solution.
Boston Sports Talk, the Sports Hub.
Our pregame interview with Marco Sturm is brought to you by Safety Insurance, providing comprehensive coverage for your auto, home, and business. Ask your independent agent about safety.
With Bruins head coach Marco Sturm, you guys coming off the overtime win against LA the other night. You've mentioned it some times this year, letting games get away that you could have gotten to overtime, maybe could have gotten points out of. I would imagine you're pretty pleased with the way that one turned out.
Yeah, for sure. I mentioned after the game, it was probably one of our better games all year long, just for 60 minutes. Again, we played very, very smart. I do believe we learned from the Anaheim game. You kind of learn. Unfortunately, you have to learn from mistakes, and it cost us already this year a lot of points. But especially going back to Anaheim, we showed a lot of things on video, and the guys did a really good job against LA, and they changed or retweaked a few things, and they did it exact to a T. So now we do it again, right? So that's going to be the challenge moving forward. I think everyone understands now. We still have ways to go, but this is the Bruins you saw in LA. I feel like this is more us. This is how I want to play. This is how we want to play as an organization, playing hard, playing smart, and playing effective.
Why has your team been so good in overtime this year?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I really don't know. Sometimes you gotta have the right guys for it. First of all, we're winning the opener draw with Cassie last couple of times, so that helps. We started with the puck, so that's good. But no, we enjoy every OT win so far because I know how it is. Could go the other way too, so I'm glad we started out that way.
Morgan Geeki, 4 goals in the last 2 games. He's gotten off to a great start this season. What do you see in his game that makes him that effective?
I mean, there's no hiding in his game. That is shooting the puck pretty much. And right away when I met him and I saw him first time on the ice, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this guy can rip that puck. And at the start, I felt like he probably wanted to please David too much. He was looking for him all the time because he worked in the past. But now I feel like he's getting a little bit more and more selfish. That's what we try to tell him all the time. And, because of his gift he has, by shooting the puck and not just hard, but also he knows where it goes too. So a lot of people don't have that, and we just gotta remind him that. And as a forward, as a goal scorer, when you're hot, you're hot. I think right now he's enjoying that time, but for a good reason.
Jeremy Swayman gets the win the other night. He's won 6 of his last 7 starts. He played really well for you guys the other night. Have you seen any evolution in his game here as the season's gone on?
Not sure, because he's been rock solid. He's been very calm. I think there was only one game I would have to say he was probably not the same, but other than that, he I don't know. He looks like he's having fun, but also knows how to calm things down, and with his good saves, and he gives us that confidence, what we need. Believe it or not, goalies give you that confidence even when you're on the bench, behind the bench, when you're sitting on the bench, or you're on the ice. You have that feeling, and that's what you need out of a good goaltending, and that's what he's giving us all season long.
Elias Lindholm comes back off of IR tonight. What dynamic does he add back into this lineup that maybe you haven't had since he's been out?
Yeah, no, definitely face-offs. I think that's something we really missed him, especially on the right circle. He's been outstanding all year in the dot. Power play, yes, we did fine, but I thought he was a big piece in our power play too when we were missing. And it's just responsibility. He's a veteran. He's been around for a long time, so he's not a young kid anymore. So, those kind of presence you kind of miss on the ice sometimes. But we also know it's his first game back for a long time, so we got to make sure we're going to help him and get him up to speed.
You played roughly half your career in the NHL here in San Jose. Positive memories coming back into this building?
Absolutely. I was very mad when I got traded here because I liked it so much. It was my first home. It was my first NHL team. So there was a lot of things happening. We had a really good team, and it's I feel like that this organization is like a small little family. And I still feel it when I come back. Everyone is coming over here. I've been gone 30 years or 20 years, whatever it is, but it feels like I left yesterday. So it's nice to see, but that's how they are, and that's why I have such a good memories of the Sharks.
All right, current day Sharks, your opponent today. What do you expect this game to look like?
Yeah, no, different than in the past, I would say. This team is cut the corner, I think. You can see it with definitely Celebrini and some other good forwards. They've been driving the bus a little bit more this year, and so we got to be ready to go because they take advantage of that very quickly. So it's going to be another quick challenge. I see this team more like like a Chicago team or even Buffalo team with a lot of speed, and so our puck management got to be really good tonight because otherwise, they're going to put us on our heels.
Appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
There's Marco Sturm. Bruins and the Sharks are coming up next.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Media Group Station.
Late Friday night in L.A., the Bruins found themselves tied at 1, heading to overtime. And halfway through the extra frame, Morgan Geeki rewarded the fans who stayed up late.
Long pass up to the attacking blue line. Pasternak gathers it, gives to Geeki, far circle, scores! Morgan Geeki, his second of the night is an overtime game winner. And the Bruins take it 2-1 in L.A.
Now the Bruins close out their California trip with a visit to San Jose, who still stings from their loss to Ottawa last night. The Bruins and the Sharks are coming up next.
This is Boston Bruins hockey.
Across to Esposito, a shot. Bang! Cam Neely, wow!
Nathan Horton wins Game 7 in overtime. Geeki scores. And there is point number 100 for Pasta and goal number 30 for Morgan Geeki.
Boston Bruins hockey is brought to you by your local New England Honda dealers. Shaw's and Star Market, Safety Insurance, Town Fair Tire, Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train, your New England Ford dealers, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Service Credit Union, and by Catches Law.
Backhand, it'll save Thomas. Swayman made a great stop at the far post.
And by Dairy Queen, Peerless Boilers, your New England Chevy dealers, Timber Tech Decking and Railing, Charles D. Sheehy, Wendy's, Live Nation, your Boston area Lexus dealers, Tito's Handmade Vodka, and by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Back to Orr. Put in. His 100th point. Backhand score on a penalty shot for Raymond Gort.
David Pasternak calls game, and the Bruins win it 2-1. Bergeron, and the Bruins win the series.
Now here's Ryan Johnston and Bob Beers.
And we're in San Jose for the Bruins and the Sharks, round 1 of their 2-game season series. What's the biggest key to containing this team?
Details. They had it locked in for the most part against the LA Kings. A lot of different areas looked far better than, late in the game against Anaheim. So you want to just continue that. You want to get on a roll with that type of game, believing in yourself that this is how the formula for winning games. And I think that the last game took a good step in that direction.
Keys to the game brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, go to Town Fair Tire, because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Face Off is next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up, because I gotta dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Participating U.S. Wendy's. Champions play here. The Sports Hub.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Hey, it's Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law. At Catches, we don't just work here, we live here. We're part of the same neighborhoods, the same schools, the same New England towns that you call home. So when life hits hard and you need someone in your corner, you deserve lawyers who truly understand what's at stake. With over 40 years of experience and more than $3 billion recovered for the people of New England, we know how to win, and we know how to fight for you. Visit catcheslaw.com today to schedule your free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless you win.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrain.
We're back here in San Jose as the Bruins and Sharks get ready to match things up. Game 3 of this road trip for the Bruins, which will wrap up on Wednesday night out on Long Island after the long trip back to the East Coast. Before we drop the puck on this one, let's take it down to ice level and tonight's national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
We're getting set for the opening face-off here between the Sharks and the Bruins. We'll take a look at our starting lineups tonight. In goal for San Jose, Yaroslav Askarov. On defense, the pairing of Dmitry Orlov and Timothy Liljegren. Up front, Philip Kurashev, Alexander Wenberg, and Tyler Toffoli. For the Bruins, it's Jeremy Swayman in goal. On defense, Hampus Lindholm and Henry Jokiharju. And up front, Marat Kustadinov, Pavel Zacha, and David Pastrnak.
First 5 minutes of tonight's game presented by your New England Ford dealers. Tonight's New England Ford dealers' first 5 contestant of the game is Nicole Aslan of Abington, Massachusetts. If the Bruins score in the first 5 minutes, Nicole wins a pair of tickets to a future Bruins game courtesy of the New England Ford dealers. Enter the contest at 985thesportshub.com. Bruins in the road, white sweaters, white helmets, black pants. Sharks in teal from head to toe with white numbers and trim. Boston will go from right to left on offense here in the first period. As Pavel Zacha stands in for the opening faceoff against Alexander Wenberg. Puck will come toward the near boards, and it's dumped in around behind Swayman toward the far side circle. Jokiharju able to seal his man off, and the puck brought around toward the near side by Zacha. Usnadinov send it back to Jokiharju from the red line. He'll dump it in all the way around the near side wall. Pastrnak into the corner to get it. Pushed it down a little bit lower, but taken away. It'll be shot out of the zone by Toffoli, angled across the ice. Cut off near the red line by Jokiharju, turns and goes off for a change. Puck will come back along the near side, and Zadorov, who had just jumped on, comes to get it. Zacha in the neutral zone. Pass forward for Steves. He'll dump in around the far side wall and controlled by Delandria. Out into neutral ice, and Adam Gaudette will play it deep into Boston territory. Zadorov left it behind the net. Aspero had to come get it. Got it to Geeki. He touches it along for Elias Lindholm. First action since late October for him, coming off that lower body injury. Good check by Geeki over by the Bruins bench. Took Delandria hard into the wall. On the near side of the zone blue line. Lindholm gets it to Geeki, moving it forward. Stepping across the line. Ran into a wall of teal sweaters there and ran out of room.
Yeah, Ferraro played him pretty well. Ferraro took a big hit last game yesterday. Not sure if he'd be in the lineup here today, but out there ready to go.
No, stumbled along the near side of the blue line, but got the puck deep around the far side. Pete pinching down into the corner. It'll come free to Desharnais. Spun it around the near
tough
side.
Bounce. That puck should have come all the way back to the point.
Eklund carrying the Sharks ahead down the right wing circle, trying to get around Lohrei, and a rebound chance for Will Smith. Swayman stopped them both.
Terrible, sorry, Ryan, terrible bounce, right? That puck got wrapped around, coming around the boards. Lohrei, that puck should have gone all the way to the point for Lohrei, and instead it comes up short. And now Ekman's got the puck coming down the right wing side, a little stutter step, kind of opened up, a little 10-2. Delay, then attack, and he didn't get a lot on that shot, and it was from a tough angle, but there was a rebound opportunity there as well. But because that puck didn't come all the way to the point, Lohrei got caught a little flat-footed.
Bruins get a quick clear off the face-off in the defensive zone, but it's dumped right back in. Swayman into the near corner for Hampus Lindholm. Tufte redirects a pass out into neutral ice. Asamont cutting up the left wing side, trying to get around Dickinson. Wide angle shot. Turned aside by Askarov.
That's a good shot, though. Got a rebound from it.
Hampus Lindholm over to Tufte, top of the left circle shot, and that one, I think Askarov just got a piece of it on the far side of the net.
I'm curious to watch Askarov play because last time we saw him, he was very active. There wasn't a dump in that he didn't like to play.
He has been terrific lately.
Yes, he had a great November.
Last 7 games, 6-1. He's given up 11 goals in 7 games. It's a 1.53 goals against. Swayman's numbers aren't too far off of that in his last 7 as well.
Oh, that's offside.
Yeah, Sharks look to be offside by a step or two. As the puck comes around the near side, Liljegren going to play it back down into the corner at the back of the net. Eklund taking it toward the far side.
My former partner used to say there's only one way we'll find out.
Here's one out in front. Almost did get a chance to find out there as the Sharks maintain possession. Smith going behind the net. Aspero takes him down with a big check. Zadorov off the clear. Finds Pasternak coming up the left wing side. In across the line. Moving through the high slot. Tried to whip it toward the front. That got blocked. Pasta tracks it out to the blue line and fires a 60-footer. Askarov kicked that away. Liljegren going to bring it back forward here for the Sharks.
It was a good hit by Aspero there on Smith, and it was Eklund that came calling.
Centering pass comes all the way back to the point. Mukmadulin's shot got blocked. And Karam's back out into center. He'll lift it back in here for San Jose. 3:40 gone in this first period. No score. Up the left side, Steves gets the pass from Lorai, gets it along to Geeki, who turns and fires one around Ferraro. Askarov made the save.
Liked it. He had Lindholm going to the net as well on the far side.
Lorai blocks one in between the circles of his own zone here for Boston. He'll kick out along the far side wall, and Mario Ferraro dumps it back in. Lorai stops that as well. Fraser Minton near the red line, got tangled with Wenberg. Puck is backhanded forward by Geeki. He'll head off on the change. Mukmadulin coming back toward the near side corner of his own zone. Now pass up the left side, looking for Delandria. He was tangled with Jokiharju. Puck wrapped around the near side of the Bruins zone. Minton takes a hit, gets the puck out of the zone. Now they're locked up with each other.
Protected it. He had support.
Pastelik able to play it forward. Sam Dickinson coming behind the Sharks net. Up the near side. Hampus Lindholm steps up on Colin Graff. Puck across to the far side. Dickinson will play it back over toward the near side of his own zone. Desharnais pass up the near side, directed just into the Boston zone. Corrali volleys it right back out. Riley Tufte trying to protect the puck along the near wall against a pair of Sharks. He and Delandria both go down. Puck will come deep behind Jeremy Swayman, who comes out and backhands it to Hampus Lindholm in the far corner. Asamont able to get out of the zone. Takes a hit from Ostapchuk over by the Bruins bench, but Boston gets the puck deep. Corrali battling with Liljegren in behind the net. On the near side wall. Puck squirted away from Asamont. Ryan Reeves will drag it out toward the red line. And into the Boston zone it comes. Aspero sent behind the net. Aspero going to chase it down himself in that far corner. Got it up the far side, but held in by Reeves at the blue line. Came back to Aspero. Corrali's got it now and has some space as the Bruins getting some changes on. He'll drop it back into his own zone. Lorai up the left side to Husnadina. Finds Pasternak coming through the center circle. Chipped in deep now by Peak. Pasternak nearly a steal behind the San Jose net. Smith along the near wall for the Sharks. Tried to back it up, but Zacha got in the way of that. Hit by Pasternak along the end wall. But the Sharks maintain possession. Husnadinov giving Eklund some trouble along that far wall.
Yeah, the forecheck for the Bruins was good against the LA Kings, and it was partly because they were able to break the puck out well.
Here's Celebrini turning one off to Smith for a one-timer and a blocker saved by Swayman.
It's one of the better chances we've seen so far. Just from outside, though.
Down the near wall. Mukmadulin played it back down the boards near side. Lorai against Celebrini. Now Pasternak involved. Mukmadulin lost his stick in a tangle there. Celebrini goes down near the blue line, and that's going to draw a penalty against Boston. So 13:24 to go here in the first period. San Jose will get its first power play and the first power play of this game when we return on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Hey, it's Felger here, and Boston hockey is back. So grab an ice-cold Surfside to enjoy while you cheer on your Bruins on the ice. Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Proud partner of the Boston Bruins. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Do you know the signs of dehydration? Dark yellow urine. It should look like pale lemonade instead. Fatigue. Less coordination or concentration. Lower intensity level than usual. Lower performance than expected. Muscle fatigue or cramps. To help you stay hydrated, Mass General Brigham Health Plan has installed a hydration station in Boston's Seaport District, right on Seaport Common. Check it out and follow at MGB Health Plan on Instagram for more wellness tips.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I gotta dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
The game is on the Sports Hub.
The first 5 minutes of tonight's game were brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Celebrate the year-end sales event and hurry in to secure your deal today on a brand new Ford. Sharks going to the power play, 13:24 left first period. Pavel Zacha whistled off for tripping.
Yeah, tough call. It was on Celebrini, but probably one that had to be called out near the blue line. Zacha wasn't crazy about it. He had a couple few words for the referee. He usually just goes right to the box. You know, some guys complain all the time. He usually goes right to the box. This time he had a few words for the referee, but I thought something that had to be called there.
Sharks power play 19th in the league.
Oh, that's well read by San Jose there. They tried to dump that puck behind the net to the weak side forward. And San Jose was all over it.
Orlov gets it along the near boards to Celebrini. Skates it from the blue line down into the right wing circle. Centering pass and a one-timer. It's blocked off by Lindholm. Zadorov in the near corner will fire it through Orlov and all the way down. Sharks moving from left to right. It'll be Eklund to bring it out across his own blue line. Skates it all the way to the Boston zone. On the far side circle. Lines it in deep. Cut off behind the net by Zadorov, but had his pocket picked. Off the near side boards, and Orlov will play it back down the wall. Celebrini throws one in front to Foley, and Campus Lindholm were battling there. Jeannot off the far wall, able to get it cleared.
Good battle one along the half wall there to get that puck down.
Minute 3 to go on the Zacha penalty. 12:25 to go here in the first period. No score. Will Smith. They work it on to the left side. Elias Lindholm had a stick on it. Puck comes wrapping around toward the near boards, and Aspero will one time it all the way down the ice. Liljegren from his own zone. Smith along the right side. Played into the middle and across the line. They come. A one-timer from the far circle. Never got there, but a second effort by Gaudette.
Yeah, first one was spanned on, but that was a good rush. Smith with a nice pass coming over the blue line.
Khrushchev gets it back across the line. Gaudette right circle shot, and Swayman turns that away.
Bruins were line change.
Khrushchev along the right wing circle. 16 to go on the power play. Work it back up top. Liljegren working his way over toward the far side circle. Takes a shot that skims wide. He had Graf in front.
He's looking for the tip.
Graf steps in behind the net. Zadorov got a piece of the pass toward the near corner. Zacha comes out of the box to join the play. Team's at full strength. Campus Lindholm with the puck. Pushes it up the far wall. Zacha hands it off for Kastelik with speed up the right wing side from the right circle. A shot. Askarov the save. Zacha tracks it along the far side boards. Gets hit and knocked down by Khrushchev, but stayed after it. Pasternak sends it around the near side boards for Lorot. Pasta to the high slot with a shot. Hit a body and went wide. Pushed out across the blue line by Ostapchuk. To be brought right back in here by Yoki Harju. Centering pass for Usnadinov. That redirected away. And lifted up and out of the zone by Barclay Goodrow. Lorot coming back, and that one will just make it for an icing with 10:40 to go here in the first.
Yeah, good kill by the Bruins. Really nothing to the net. There were a couple pucks that were filtered there. There was one off the rush towards the end of that power play, but that one really never got there. It was kind of fanned on from the left wing side. So good PK for the Bruins. San Jose's difficulties on the power play continuing from last game so far anyhow.
Bruins penalty killers now killed off 17 of their last 18. Not sure what the holdup is here. Referee coming across.
Talk with Sean Corelli, by the way. We were wondering why he got the 10-minute misconduct.
Yeah.
He told me exactly what he said to the referee, and if that's all he said to the referee, some thin skin there.
A little quick trigger?
Yes. Now I'm taking Sean for his word.
Right. Always known him to be an honest guy.
The referee might have thought he heard something else, but based on what he told me there yesterday, it wasn't much.
Not sure what the holdup was here, but whatever it is has been solved. So 10:40 to go in the first. And the Bruins with an attack zone power play. Off the draw, Aspero with his shot. It got through. Askarov made the save. Aspero will play it back around behind the net. Taken by Minton. Had to push it back down in behind. It got cut off by Mook Medulin. Into the far corner goes Ostapchuk. And now Liljegren under pressure from Jeannot.
Took the day off from practice yesterday, said nothing, just maintenance.
Aspero had it taken away and played out into neutral ice. He's back with it now inside the Boston zone.
Good here in the early going. Aspero has had a lot of jump.
His 11th career NHL game as Steves gets in across the San Jose line. Spins it around behind the net, and Elias Lindholm got taken down in front of the net. Nowhere near the puck. Steves, top of the left circle, takes a shot. Askarov the save. Rebound comes to Geeki on the right circle. Brings it out toward the blue line, protecting it. Tipped along here for Steves along that far circle. He turns and fires. That one blocked. Lindholm trying to catch it out of the air with his stick, and the Sharks will touch it up to draw the whistle, and the Bruins will get their first power play of the game. 9:34 to go here in the first period. No score. Bruins and Sharks in San Jose on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 48 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Hurry into DQ for their sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets, layered with flavor from top to bottom and everywhere in between. Try them today. Now available in new sweet chili or honey barbecue. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
TD Bank cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden, from pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Card eligibility restrictions and terms apply. Learn more at td.com/TD Garden Perks. TD Bank, Bank of the Boston Bruins and the Boston Celtics.
So I'm running late for a hugely important meeting. Of course, traffic is bad. And then I got rear-ended. The timing was inconvenient. But I have to say, safety insurance made the claims process unbelievably convenient. I simply uploaded pics of my car. The claims adjuster sent me back an estimate. I even got the money to cover the repair digitally. Ask an independent agent about safety insurance. We'll help you manage life's storms conveniently.
Your hot takes on the Sports Hub.
Ty Dellandrea goes to the box for tripping Elias Lindholm. 9:34 to go first period. No score. Bruins to the power play for the first time tonight.
Yeah, a little bit of a new old look for them, right? With Elias Lindholm back in there. Blumel comes out. So we've seen, Geeki be in a number of different places. He doesn't have to be locked into that left wing circle. But usually now with Lindholm there, he usually plays the middle, the bumper position. We've seen Geeki score a couple goals from there. Curious what it looks like here with Lindholm back in the lineup.
Elias has 4 goals on the year. All of them have come on the power play. 4 of the 20 power play goals the Bruins have scored this season. Bruins starting from their own zone here.
That's a good look by San Jose there, how they forecheck, but the Bruins break it.
Hampus Lindholm's pass redirected. Elias able to tap it toward Pasternak, but skipped away from him.
That puck bouncing all over the place.
Backhanded along the far wall by Darnay. Thrown back in front. Comes across to Pasternak in the near circle. Steps toward the corner. Gives it to Geeki along the hash marks. He'll move it to Hampus Lindholm, center of the blue line. Onto the right circle for Zacha. Back toward the blue line, and Hampus going to whip it across ice near side. Pasternak off of Karam has it. Gives to Geeki, top of the circle. Back over to the far side. Lindholm trying to kick it onto his stick.
He wanted a one-timer.
Geeki back to Hampus. His pass got tipped, and it'll be cleared by Desharnais.
Not quite sharp enough there in that sequence, right? Hampus Lindholm wanted the one-timer on the pass from Geeki, but it was too far in front of him.
Hampus from his own blue line. Hands off for Husnudinov. He'll carry it through neutral ice with speed. Riley Tufte on the near boards.
Tufte's going to be the net front here on this power play.
On the end wall, puck is taken by Liljegren, and he'll backhand out into neutral ice. Lohrei will skate back to get it.
Somebody from the Bruins got wiped out down there.
26 to go on the power play.
Asamont that got wiped out down behind the net.
He's got the puck, carries it into the San Jose zone. On the far side, Pasternak down low. Got it back from Husnudinov. Pasta from the far circle, threw one in front.
Tip from Asamont.
Poke checked along the far wall. It'll come out into neutral ice. 7 seconds to go in the man advantage. Lohrei gets it quickly up to Husnudinov. On the near side boards. Held against the wall. Able to battle free. Lohrei from the point with a shot. Askarov steers that out of play just as the Sharks got their man back. Delandry out of the box. So, and after a long wait, Celebrini gets tossed out of the faceoff circle. So his buddy Will Smith will get in there. Minton wins the draw. Back to Zadorov. Quickly over to Aspero. One-timer was blocked. Here's a drive by Zadorov.
You don't want to be standing in front of the net on that shot.
That had some mustard on it.
Head high.
Minton to Jeannot near the red line. Tapped it forward, but the Sharks get it and send back into Boston territory. Celebrini going into the far corner, but Aspero beats him to the puck. Around the near side, Orlov keeps it alive. Ekman took a tumble in the near corner, and they're going to call that a penalty here against Boston.
Wow.
The standard is
yeah, they
been
better
set for tonight.
Just be consistent on this. I tell you, and that was
tripping against Nikita Zadorov.
Yeah, I mean, he gets the stick in between the legs of Ekman. He goes down pretty easily, though.
He looked like he just sat down.
He did. He felt the stick in between his legs, and that was it.
Bruins control off the face-off in the defensive zone. Hampus Lindholm will send one all the way down the ice.
The stick was there. You know.
Orlov.
See, Rantanen's had a busy week, huh? Have you seen that? Seen all the stuff there?
Automatic one-game suspension for him. Puck comes around behind the net.
Not just that, but he got fined for diving, embellishment.
Right.
That's his second offense, so he got fined for that. He had the big hit against the Islanders that drew the ire of Patrick Roy. So he's been in the headlines quite a bit here recently.
Yeah, he got kicked out of that game misconduct for that hit, and then
but not suspended.
But not suspended.
Or fined.
Then gets another hit, kind of similar hit, and gets a game misconduct again. That's an automatic game suspension that comes with his second game misconduct in first half of the season. As Celebrini gets a shot here off the blocker of Swayman.
But the embellishment one, I wasn't aware of until I read it.
Puck kicked off toward the far side of the blue line. Wenberg battling with Elias Lindholm over there. 48 to go here on the Sharks power play as a long shot by Orlov finds its way right into the glove of Jeremy Swayman.
Yeah, you know, you don't have... Klingberg would probably be the guy running the power play. He's not... I'm not sure what's going on. They had a goalie yesterday, I believe, but he's not playing today. So Orlov is kind of running your power play at the point, anyhow.
Ryan Warsofsky was asked about that before the game and declined to say what his conversation with Klingberg was before this game.
I wonder if there's something that we don't know, but so the power play, which is already kind of struggling a little bit, now you really don't have a true defenseman to run it. When I say run it, I don't always, Celebrini can run it, but you don't have that point man to be the guy out at the blue line.
Here is Liljegren out at the blue line, gives to Smith and right back to him. Now Smith and Liljegren playing it along the near side boards, back and forth. Smith's return pass toward the middle, missed, but stays in the zone. Way down toward the far corner, Yoki Harju gets a stick in there against Gaudet. And
there was a hand pass possibly. Yoki Harju, we've talked about him a lot, and especially with McAvoy out of the lineup, Yoki Harju has to be, the net was off. He has to be good. He has to be better than he's been, and I thought last game against LA, he was. I thought that's the type of game you need from him, especially with McAvoy out, but all the time, really. And he probably wouldn't kill penalties if Zadorov wasn't in the box right now, but just in general, the way that he played in that game against LA, when they shortened the bench to 4 defensemen late in the game, he was one of the 4. And it's indicative of the way that he played.
Well, and just the defense as a whole, it just felt like a very clean game. As here's Kurashev coming down the right circle with a shot. Swayman kicked that away.
Nice move there.
Zadorov's out of the box. The Bruins 2 for 2 on the penalty kill.
That was on Lori, right?
Puck will get dumped in here. Swayman, back of the net, will skim it around the near side. Gaudet tried a shot. That one blocked off of Corrales. Lori pushed it to Steves, coming out of the Bruins zone. Through the red line. Chips it off the far boards and deep. Corrales gets in there after it. Puck is free behind the San Jose net. Good stick by Asamon, able to knock that puck back into the corner. But now the Sharks will break out. Gaudreau gives it off to the far side to Landria, ridden to the boards and down by Aspero. Sharks keep coming forward, though, and a one-timer turned away by Swayman. Ferraro let loose. Mukmadulin near circle, scores! Puck found its way to the right circle, and Shakir Mukmadulin beats Swayman to give the Sharks a 1-0 lead.
This puck may have deflected off of one of the Bruins, but good work by the Sharks. They get separated from the puck on entry, but stay with it and track it down. And Mukmadulin gets this shot from the right wing circle. He's a left shot defenseman. And I want to say that this shot deflects off of Asamon and goes top shelf on Jeremy Swayman. Because Swayman, the way he reacted, he thought that shot was, he knew where that shot was going, but it deflects off the stick, off the shaft of the stick of Asamon and goes upstairs.
First of the year for Mukmadulin. And the Sharks with a 1-0 lead. And they'll try to add to that right off the face-off as they get into the attack zone. Eklund along the near side, had it taken away by Hampus Lindholm. Pasternak dumps it cross ice into the far corner of the Shark zone. 3:43 to go here in the first, and the Bruins down a goal. Ball around toward the near side of its own zone by Liljegren. Hampus Lindholm held the line along the near side. Pasternak tried to get it back to him as he was cutting to the net.
Yeah, Zaka. I'm surprised he didn't use him. He tried to go back against the grain.
Bruins get a full change here. Celebrini coming out of his own zone, cuts toward the left side away from Geeki, dumps around the near wall. Foley chasing into the corner. Kurashev worked it back to Desharnais at the point. Over to the far side for Dickinson. Walks it to the center of the blue line. Takes a shot. Saves Swayman. Rebound is grabbed by Elias Lindholm.
Foley right in his lap.
Tried to get Geeki going on a break, but it was cut off by Desharnais near the San Jose line. 2:55 to go in the period. Angled back toward Peak. He'll send it behind the net. Lori hammers it up the near wall. And it goes all the way down the ice. Askarov comes out to play it. Sharks get it just out across the line. Geeky sends it back in. Boston will go for another change. San Jose doing likewise. Dickinson pass Right up the middle, goes in on Swayman. Shoveled it toward the near side wall. Bruins looking to clear. Minton will bat it over to Aspero. His pass tipped ahead by Jeannot. Ferrara goes back into the corner, takes a hit from Jeannot, but moves the puck. Gaudette got it back out toward center. Aspero backhands it toward the near side. Zadorov. Kastelik will carry back in on the near side circle. Got knocked down. Puck poked in behind the net by Minton. Jeannot skates onto it. Centering pass was just a little too far ahead of Hampus Lindholm.
Hampus Lindholm was cutting into the slot. Yeah, take a little off that or just wait an extra half second. He's in a good shooting position.
Back into Boston territory. Zadorov settles behind Swayman. 1:45 to go here in the first. Up the right side, Riley Tufte brings it into the San Jose zone. Sends softly into the corner. Corrali tried to backhand it toward the front. That got cut off. And it's shot out of the zone here by Goodrow. Bouncing, rolling puck will just make it across the extended goal line for an icing.
Yeah, just barely.
Sharks fans, you get 10% off at Sharks Pro.
We had a potential for 3-on-2 there. That setup breakout that we criticized rightfully so against the Ottawa Senators that night. But that time, I mean, they moved the puck up the boards, and all of a sudden it's a 3-on-2. But nothing really materialized from it.
Face off in the offensive zone here for Zacha. Against Ostapchuk. Orlov will bring it behind the San Jose net. Around to the far side. Waiting for it over there was Toffoli. Out into neutral ice. Back across the line they come. Hampus Lindholm. Tackled along the near boards by Reeves. Hampus back on his skates. Sends the puck around toward the far side. Pasternak lost it. And it'll be Goodrow chipping it up the left wing wall here for the Sharks. Hampus Lindholm shoved into the corner by Reeves. Moved it along to Zacha. Zacha backs it up. Hampus behind the net. And around toward the near side. Just outside the line. Pasternak able to tap that puck a couple of times forward. And then goes off for a change. Smith brings the Sharks right back in on the attack. A backhand shot from the near circle by Eklund is saved and then covered up by Jeremy Swayman. Step aside, just 41.6 to go here in the first period. 1-0. Sharks have the lead on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Feeding the Puck for Families is proudly presented by the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation. With every assist, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate funds to the Greater Boston Food Bank to end hunger here in our local communities. Up to $50,000. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Hey, it's Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law. At Catches, we don't just work here, we live here. We're part of the same neighborhoods, the same schools, the same New England towns that you call home. So when life hits hard and you need someone in your corner, you deserve lawyers who truly understand what's at stake. With over 40 years of experience and more than $3 billion recovered for the people of New England, we know how to win, and we know how to fight for you. Visit catcheslaw.com today to schedule your free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless you win.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I gotta dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord, a 4.49% APR on a 2025 Pilot, or a 0.99% APR on a 2025 Ridgeline.
See dealer for financing details.
Hit 985thesportshub.com.
Bruins will be back on Causeway Street this Friday for a Black Friday matinee. 1 p.m. start time against the New York Rangers. Select tickets still available. Visit bostonbruins.com/tickets to grab your seat for all the hard-hitting action in an original six showdown. 41.6 to go here in the first period. Bruins are trailing 1-0. Puck is wrapped around the Boston zone. Comes back down to Celebrini. His centering pass is broken up. Steves will carry out. He's got Geeki coming up the right side. Try to fire it over to him. That was blocked. Come back toward the Boston zone. Peak to that far side for Elias Lindholm. Tip back toward Peak, and then the puck goes up into the Bruins bench out of play.
Faceoff will be inside the zone, though, because it started from inside. Geeki was trying to break free, and they ended up peeling off to the right wing. Steve's tried to make that pass up the middle.
Scoring on the Sharks goal by Boukmadoulan. Ferraro and Goodrow get the assists at 15:53.
Yeah, Goodrow's had a slow start this year, but got his first goal yesterday. Gets a helper here today.
Yesterday's goal was his only point in the last 13 before the assist here in the first period. Bruins get the puck into Sharks territory. Under 10 seconds to play in the period. Minton and Jeannot both in there in the near corner trying to dig that free. Dickinson trying to just run out the clock, and he will be successful in doing that before the Bruins can get another shot on Askarov. So 1-0 lead for San Jose at the end of one here on their home ice. They outshoot the Bruins 12-10 in the first period. We'll be back with our first intermission from the SAP Center on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs, we beat online prices, we beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. Hockey season is the perfect time to get a high-efficiency Peerless boiler. Be ready and start saving now. Find the Peerless boiler that's right for your home or business and a list of local installers at peerlessboilers.com. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers. Driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on a fun-to-drive new Accord, Civic, CR-V, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or a 2026 CR-V, a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic, or a 3.49% APR on a 2026 HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
NHL fans, get yourself some great looks this season and get Boston Bruins tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Bruins and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Bruins.
Hey hockey fans, it's Bob Beers. If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing. TimberTech is the #1 premium composite decking brand, and it's tough enough to handle anything. It looks just like real wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot, warp, splinter, or peel, ever. And it's backed by industry-leading warranties, so your deck will last year after year after year. Connect with a local contractor or order free samples at TimberTech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
Before every kickoff or first flash of the stage lights, there's the build. At Gillette Stadium, unforgettable moments from Patriots football to world-class concerts begin with what's designed and made behind the scenes, and it starts with Autodesk. As the official design and make platform of Gillette Stadium and the New England Patriots, Autodesk helps the Kraft Group reimagine how New England designs and builds for the future, because when it's built right, anything is possible. Autodesk. Make anything. Proud partner of the New England Patriots.
We roost it top shelf. When the Bruins go top shelf, they go Tito's Handmade Vodka. Award-winning and distilled till it's just right. Tito's, the official vodka of the Boston Bruins. Boston Pregames with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc. Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
November football is in full swing, and fans are gearing up for rivalry games and Thanksgiving showdowns. But while the teams are fighting for wins on the field, you could be scoring off it. Here in Massachusetts, 1 in 10 people have unclaimed property from things like uncashed paychecks, refunds from overpaid bills, or forgotten savings accounts. FindMassMoney.gov is free, easy to use, and only takes 30 seconds to search your name. Don't let your money sit on the bench. Visit FindMassMoney.gov today and claim your winnings. That's FindMassMoney.gov.
Zoe and Beetle, middays on the Sports Hub.
Bruins trailing 1-0 to San Jose, end of one period of play. And for our first intermission, we look back at the plays of the week from around the NHL, including San Jose's Macklin Celebrini with an overtime winner to complete his second hat trick of the season. Alex Ovechkin had a hat trick of his own, only the 6th player to do that after the age of 40. Penguins and Predators faced off in the NHL Global Series and a whole lot more. Here are your NHL plays of the week.
Draisaitl leaves it. McDavid picks it up. He'll come up the right wing, goes right by Stahl, gets out to center, in over the line, drops it to Draisaitl, scores! Leon Draisaitl snaps it home, and the Edmonton Oilers win it 4-3 in overtime.
Well, circle Zuccarello, carries in, back to Boldy, a drive, tipped wide by Eriksson Ek in front, 15 seconds to go in overtime. Zuccarello, up top Boldy, one touch back Zuccarello, cross-ice pass, Kaprizov, scores! Kaprizov stuck in 5-hole, and the Wild win it 3-2 in overtime!
And a nice play there by Killorn, who steps in to steal the puck. 2-on-1 with Zellweger. The trailer, Seneca, makes the pass. Zellweger stuffs it home to win the game. Great look by Seneca. Anaheim pulls one out of the fire tonight at Honda Center.
Tavares is by himself. The Leafs are changing. Johnny's triple teamed in the corner, and he's not going to come away with the loose puck, but he's managed to push it free to the right wing side. Nylander, he's in on goal. Scores! What a play! Holy mackerel! Willie Nylander wins the game. Oh, what a play by John Tavares!
Bjorkstrand traps it down to the left point, center point to Radish. Right circle Kucherov. In front, Gensel! Score! Hat trick! Jake Gensel!
Another tip in like that. Beautiful, beautiful tip.
Well, the power play certainly had some rhythm on the last 2 chances, and they scored goals on both. Hats litter the ice. Jake Gensel gets his 3rd goal of the game, 2 in the power play, and it's 5-1 Lightning.
Here's Bernard. He'll try it from his own zone for the hat trick. He's got it! Connor Bernard, 2nd career hat trick.
Smith cycling, moving and crisscrossing with Eklund, gives William the puck. He will turn counterclockwise and slide to Celebrini on the right circle. Moves back to the right point. Now Celebrini shoots, score! Eklund Celebrini just completes the hat trick, and the Sharks win in overtime, 3-2.
Domi tries to come down low. This one intercepted by Werenski, and he feeds it ahead to Fantilli. Fantilli comes in on net, shoots, and he scores! And I got 2 words for you. Game over. Adam Fantilli with 39 seconds left. Cut across the top of the crease. And he got Joseph Woll extended, and he just roofed it. He buried it, fired it into the upper right-hand corner, and that's how this one ends in overtime tonight.
Slavkovsky has it at the red line. He's just waiting for Leonard to come off. He does. Here come the Habs, and a shot here on Lindgren, and a save as Caulfield got it away. Ovechkin's going to turn. He fires. He got it. It's a hat trick. Oh, my. Alex Ovechkin finishes off a hat trick here in Montreal. How about that? He picked it up in between the dots, right in front of Charlie Lindgren, and slides it the distance, and a few hats making their way onto the ice here at Bell Center.
Johnston, that triangle setup so good for Dallas. On the right wing side, Rantanen. They go again, Robertson, hat trick! They come pouring down from the crowd here. 3 straight for Jason Robertson. It's a natural hat trick, and it's a 4-0 lead.
Sanheim gets it into the far corner. Konechny's got to go back for that and leaves it for Sanheim, and he'll skate up the far side. Sanheim in with Couturier. Sanheim shoots. He scores! Travis Sanheim with his 4th career overtime winner, and the Flyers do it again. For the 8th time this season, they come from behind to beat the Blues in this one, 3-2.
Kucherov the other way. Right side Radish with Gensel across the line. Radish for Gensel. Score! Gensel!
Jake Gensel wins it. Andrew Vasilevsky made an absolutely miraculous save.
Natchez for Lehkonen. Returns it for Natchez. Far side circle. Turns back high in the zone. McCarr drive. Off the post. Rebound. Score! The post taketh away. The post giveth. And the Mac attack is back to score again, Jack. Nathan MacKinnon is the man who cannot be stopped. 2 goals and an assist for Nathan Raymond. He puts the Avalanche back in front with 9:12 to go in the third period.
Your NHL Plays of the Week as part of our first intermission here tonight in San Jose. It's the Sharks with a 1-0 lead over the Bruins after 20 minutes. We'll be back to check the out-of-town scoreboard next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
No time of the year sounds better than the holidays. We look forward to the opening of new presents, heading out with family to see holiday lights, then racing back home to enjoy a traditional family meal. Or sometimes running back out to grab the last-minute gift. Get into the holiday spirit during the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models now through January 5th. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Black Friday starts at 9 a.m. at Monkey Sports. Be one of the first 50 in line and score a mystery gift card worth up to $250. Don't miss your chance. Save big this season only at Monkey Sports.
Is your home in need of new windows or doors? I'm Mark Tercy, president of Jackson Lumber and Millwork. Since 1946, we've been proud to supply quality products like Harvey's Doors and Windows.
With custom energy-efficient options, you'll save money while adding lasting beauty to your home. Your home is unique. Your windows and doors should be too.
That's Joe Dennehy, our rep from Harvey Windows.
Whether you're replacing drafty windows or constructing a new property, Harvey's made in New England dependability and world-class warranty will give you peace of mind.
Our mission at Jackson is to provide customers with top-notch service, quality materials, and the most innovative products in the industry.
And as a Harvey Gold Partner dealer, Jackson Lumber and Millwork can supply everything you need. Jackson is a high-quality distributor of windows and doors, and you can count on them for outstanding customer service.
Contractors, builders, and homeowners, visit Jackson Lumber and Millwork in Lawrence, Woburn, Amesbury, and Raymond, New Hampshire for all your residential remodeling or commercial building materials and supplies. Online at jacksonlumber.com. That's Jackson Lumber and Millwork, providing solutions and delivering results since 1946.
This winter, paradise in the Caribbean is closer than you think. Anguilair, operated by Bermudair, the only nonstop flight connecting Boston to Anguilla, is your shortcut to sunshine. Fares from $179 one way at flyanguilair.com. From Boston to Barefoot Bliss, only with Anguilair.
Toucher and Hardy, mornings on the Sports Hub.
Bruins trailing 1-0 to the San Jose Sharks back here in San Jose as part of our first intermission. Let's take a look at the other action around the NHL today. The Buffalo Sabres get back to 500. They've won 4 of their last 5, including this afternoon a 4-1 victory over the Carolina Hurricanes. Elsewhere today, the Minnesota Wild shut out Winnipeg 3-0 the final score. Wild on the road picking up that victory. Brock Faber, Kirill Kaprizov among the goal scorers today for Minnesota. There were no goals scored in 65 minutes between the Islanders and the Seattle Kraken today, but the Islanders would go on to win in a shootout. Kyle Palmieri in round 4 was the difference in that one. It officially goes down as a 1-0 win for New York in that one. And of course, the Bruins will see them on Wednesday out on Long Island. 2 periods complete in Chicago, and the Colorado Avalanche have taken a 1-0 lead over the Blackhawks. There's one game yet to get underway. That's Calgary at Vancouver. They face off just after 9 o'clock Eastern time. 1-0 San Jose after 1. We'll be back with the second period next on the 98.5 Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 48 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Hey, it's Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law. At Catches, we don't just work here, we live here. We're part of the same neighborhoods, the same schools, the same New England towns that you call home. So when life hits hard and you need someone in your corner, you deserve lawyers who truly understand what's at stake. With over 40 years of experience and more than $3 billion recovered for the people of New England, we know how to win, and we know how to fight for you. Visit catcheslaw.com today to schedule your free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless you win.
Electrical contractors, Granite City Electric has a convenient way for you to pick up and access your materials 24/7. Introducing the GCE Night Train Depot. Pick up supplies when it's convenient for you. All materials are stored safely indoors and order size doesn't matter. It's not a locker. Best of all, it's free with over 27 Night Train Depot locations across New England. Convenience and savings all delivered to you from Granite City Electric Supply. Proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Layer on the flavor with the DQ sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets. Now available in new sweet chili or honey barbecue. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Bruins Radio Network welcome the following new partners. Your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado. TimberTech Decking and Railing, #1 in premium decking. Order free samples at timbertech.com. Blue Sky Restoration. Tune in to hear this date in history being restored by Blue Sky all season long. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. And your Boston area Lexus dealers. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer today. From the home of the Bruins, thank you for joining our winning team.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer, the originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal, writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide, because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, it's Zoe, and I'm pumped to get our football team back to their winning ways, and our coach knows it starts with being prepared and a winning playbook. And when it comes to technology, nobody prepares your company for the future better than my friends at Oakers Technologies. Because for over 100 years, the Oakers playbook has been unstoppable, and I'm talking about full IT, infrastructure rebuilds, to your everyday AV upgrades. That's what it means to be future ready. Be sure to tune in all season long to hear from our coach during his weekly and post-game press conferences powered by Oakers, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
He roofs it top shelf. When the Bruins go top shelf, they go Tito's Handmade Vodka. Award-winning and distilled till it's just right. Tito's is crafted in Austin and made for Boston. Every sip has a smooth finish that's always good on ice, just like the Bruins. Realize your top shelf goals and win the pregame and the rest of the game with Tito's, the official vodka of the Boston Bruins. Boston pregames with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Felger and Maz, afternoons on the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZFM at HD Boston, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group Station.
Ferraro let loose. Luke Medulin near circle, scores! Puck found its way to the right circle, and Shakir Mouk-Medulin beats Swayman to give the Sharks a 1-0 lead. And Mouk-Medulin's first goal of the season is the only one so far. Mario Ferraro and Barclay Goodrow getting the assists in 15:53 of that first period. Fans, TD card holders score special benefits at TD Garden, from pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins. In the second period we go.
Yeah, fairly even period, I thought. San Jose had a couple of power plays. The Bruins only one. The Bruins didn't do much on their power play chance. And see them get back to some of that forechecking game that made them successful against the Kings. I think there were a few too many times where the first forechecker in was in there quick enough, but maybe not as effective as he wanted to be in separating the defenseman from the puck. So we have to get a little bit better in that area, but they had good success against the Kings. And
shots on goal were 12-10 in favor of the Sharks in that first period, as they get the puck into the Boston zone, and a deflected shot is saved by Swayman. There's no rebound. The attempts were 18-16 in favor of San Jose.
Pretty even period.
Bruins won 9 of the 13 faceoffs in that first period.
Well, you got two right shot centermen who can win faceoffs, who are effective at winning faceoffs. So that's Kaslik and Lindholm. Elias Lindholm with him back in the lineup.
Elias going to take this one in the defensive zone here, and now he gets tossed out. So Geeki will stand in there in his place. Elias Lindholm back in for the first time in close to a month tonight, and centering between Geeki and Alex Steeves. As the puck gets directed back deep into Boston territory off the clear. Hampus Lindholm played it behind the net. Near side, Jokiharju tried to shoot it up the wall, cut off by Orlov.
Orlov sitting on that one.
Steeves along the near side circle. Will send it across ice. Bouncing puck got through Geeki, but out of the zone, and trying to dump it back in. Liljegren instead has it deflect up over the glass out of play.
The deflector, he just airmailed it, one or the other, but it got up there quick.
Timothy Liljegren, formerly known as Timothy Liljegren.
Yeah, I'm still going with Liljegren.
He kind of Americanized the name, I guess, when he got traded from Toronto down to San Jose. Face off just outside of the Boston blue line here. Fraser Minton won that one. Aspero trying to shoot it up ice. It got blocked. It'll come up along the near side now, and Minton able to poke it around Desharnais. Desharnais and Minton going into the far corner. Jeannot joins the fray, and he'll send it back around the near side. Aspero backhanded along to Kastelik. Goal line extended near side. Played around into the far corner. Zadorov went to get it, fanned on it. Now thrown back through the doorstep here, but it'll come back toward Aspero with a point. Kastelik at the back of the net, trying to keep it moving toward Minton.
You know, for the defenseman, if you don't have anything, that puck goes down behind the net, and you know your forward peels off from the front, and he's the first on it, and you keep the forecheck alive.
Bruins continuing to hold the zone here. Minton out of the right corner, turns and fires from the near circle, and a chance for Jeannot in front. Askarov, 2 saves.
Made another one on Kastelik.
Kastelik tried to push it up the far wall, cut off by Celebrini, but grabbed right back. Minton just missed Kastelik on that far circle. Kastelik knocked down by Celebrini along the far wall. Sharks get it cleared, and it'll get redirected into the San Jose bench here as they came through neutral ice.
Yeah, Askarov with a couple of really good saves. So, look, Aspero out at the right point. He's got nothing. He dumped it down behind the net. Kastelik, Jeannot first on it. Minton is there as well. Minton's going to funnel a puck to the net. He's got Smith on him. Throw that puck to the net. Jeannot had a chance at it. Kastelik had a chance at it. And Askarov right there where he needed to be. But that line, good forecheck, and that establishes your forecheck. And you hope now some of the other lines start to take part in that. But it was a good first man in is Minton. He had good support with Jeannot as the F2.
It'll be Kusnedinov to carry across the San Jose line and nearly walked right to the net before Mukmadulin.
Mukmadulin just got enough of him.
On the right side now, Wenberg tosses one towards Swayman, catches a pop-up inside his crease.
He walked right by Ferraro that time, though. That was a good burst of speed by Kusnedinov.
Kusnedinov's kind of bounced all around the lineup, depending on who's been healthy this year.
He's played some center and wing.
Yeah, playing wing tonight with Zacha and Pasternak. Face-off will be to the left of Jeremy Swayman.
There was a while there he was playing center with Geeki and Pasternak.
Right. He started the year when he was in the lineup on the 4th line.
Knowing that, you know, you could put him up, move him up in the lineup as well, though.
There's a turnover at the blue line here for the Bruins. Toffoli got it over to the far circle, and the one-timer snuffed out by Swayman.
The Bruins are going to have to make an adjustment on, you know, they win a draw that clean, and they wrap the puck around the boards, easily kept in out at the left point. We talked about them the other day, how they were more effective after winning draws and making plays to get out of the zone. They're on. They talk about what they want to do before the faceoff, but I mean, San Jose just sitting on that wraparound.
But as you brought up during that game the other night in LA, that when LA started to figure out what they were trying to do, they were able to adjust.
They changed it up.
Tough deal on the far side wall, can't get it cleared. It'll come back through the slot over the head of Lindholm. Off the near wall, Yoki Haru got it out of the zone with some help from Asimon. It'll get dumped right back in.
Took a hit from Reeves, but
Hampus Lindholm.
Got to expect that if he's out there.
Spun away from Ostapchuk. Long pass ahead of the attacking blue line. Asimon on the right wing circle. Turns back along the near wall. Walks it back toward the blue line. Poke checked out of the zone by Dickinson.
Dickinson stayed right with him.
Yoki Haru back inside the Boston zone. Trades the puck with Hampus Lindholm. Up the far side now, and Asimont will redirect that deep. Bruins go for a change. Elias Lindholm in on the forecheck. The Sharks will clear it out. Dickinson's pass into the skate of Gaudette. He sent it back for Desharnais, lobbed into the neutral ice. Aspero stepping up on it and knocks down Dellandrea over by the San Jose bench. Dickinson trying to backhand it deep, cut off by Zadorov, knocked it out of the air. Angles in behind the net. Aspero up the right side here for Geeki. Couldn't get it moving out of the zone. Comes back toward the circle, and Aspero will play it toward the far side this time. Steves will push it up the left wing.
D for San Jose are very aggressive. They've been stepping up, whether neutral zone or at that offensive blue line.
Liljegren will get called for an icing here as he shot one too far ahead of Gaudette.
So that's where the wingers have to win battles, right? When you've got the defenseman stepping up and trying to take away that time and space as the pass gets to you, you've got to win that battle with support coming through.
Face off to the right of Yaroslav Askarov. And Minton a little over anxious. We'll get a warning here off of the icing.
Yeah, he can't get kicked out. Thought he was.
Wins the draw on the second try here. And the shot from the far boards is gloved by Askarov as Peak let one go.
Had a good look at it. Nobody able to rotate to the front.
Just about 4 minutes into this second period. Sharks with a 1-0 lead. Minton against Dellandrea again. Same far side circle. Dellandrea gets this one. Come around the near side boards, and Bruins able to get over and keep that puck deep. Jeannot on the near side circle. Minton let it back down low. Liljegren will play it back toward the corner. Orlov out to Gaudette. He'll skate it to the red line and dump in. Around to the far side, Dellandrea. Ridden into the corner by Lohrei. Peak tried to keep it moving toward the near side. Minton will come back below the goal line and get it. Gives it back to Peak at the back of the net. To the far circle, Lohrei, rink wide pass near side. Got a little wrong footed, it looked like, and Celebrini and Smith come back in, trading the puck as they come down the left wing circle. Forced back off into the corner. Now it'll roll down low for Eklund. Around to the far circle for Smith. Back up top here for Ferraro. His shot goes right through the slot. Out of the far corner. Came back towards Smith of the blue line and fired. Jeannot's lost his stick as Mukmadulin tried a shot, and that one ramps up out of play.
Line trying to establish the forecheck in the offensive zone, but they expend a lot of energy doing so. Now they've got to come back and defend.
Mario Ferraro was complaining he might have caught a high stick from Jeannot in the middle of all that. .459 gone here in the second. Zaka will take the face-off in the defensive zone. Celebrini beats him on the draw. Smith, quick shot. Doesn't make it to the net. He's got it back now, high slot. Aspero wouldn't let that shot by. They tried to spring Pasternak. Deflected puck gets to him, and from the left circle, a shot that missed the net. Aspero plays it back down toward the near corner. Usnadinov able to pull it away from Mukmadulin. Eklund put him up against the boards. Sharks will clear it. The puck will go all the way down, and Aspero will retrieve. Bruins moving from left to right here in the second period. Aspero out from behind Jeremy Swayman toward the far circle. Angles a pass into neutral ice. Tufte kept it moving forward. Trickling toward the side of the net. Sharks will get to it first. Ostapchuk along the near wall. Got it past Jokiharju, but not Corrali, who sends it careening back off to the far side corner. Asimont behind the net. Centering pass for Corrali. Couldn't get that puck on goal. As Goodrow looked like he got a stick in there. Out of the far corner. Asimont brings back toward the back of the net. Backhands it toward that far side, cut off by Ferraro. And it'll be played up the near side by Mook Madulin. Again held in by the Bruins. We get a whistle.
It's a hand pass. We got good pressure in the zone. Puck kind of bounces up in the air and hand pass, and that's the Sharks' fourth line off the hook.
Kills the momentum, right? 13:44 to go here in the second. Sharks have the 1-0 lead on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Hey New England, Drake May here. I'm always striving for greatness on the field, but greatness doesn't wait. It gets up, shows up, and moves forward. It takes hard work, ingenuity, and progress to achieve it. That's exactly what Chevy had in mind with the Chevy Silverado. Built bold, built for what's next. It has it all. Power, versatility, tech, comfort, the sky's the limit. Everything a great quarterback is looking for on the road. Because I know the Silverado is striving for that greatness just like me. Get to your local New England Chevy dealer today and check it out. The Chevy Silverado. Built to lead, built for greatness.
The Become Elite Sports Dome at Wyndham Woods School is coming. Break the mold with your company's advertising and join partners like Hafner's and the It Kicks Foundation, Convenient MD, and Southern New Hampshire Concrete, and be seen at one of the largest, most highly visited year-round multi-sport and fitness facilities in all of New England. Visit besdome.org.
Addiction doesn't discriminate. If you or a loved one is struggling with an addiction, the New England Recovery Center offers inpatient detox and clinical stabilization services, as well as individualized treatment planning, family support services, and continuing care. Recovery is possible. Visit newenglandrecoverycenter.org or call 877-MY-REHAB. All major insurance plans accepted. Take the first step on the path to recovery and reclaim your life at New England Recovery Center.
Hey, it's Hardy. If your attic insulation's outdated, call Revise, a Mass Save partner. They'll do a no-cost home energy assessment, and you could save 75 to 100% on insulation and air sealing. Don't wait. Visit callrevise.com or call 800-885-SAVE.
The Pats play on the Sports Hub.
Want to stay in the know on all things Bruins gear? Sign up for Pro Shop Text Alerts and get exclusive deals, early access to new arrivals, and more straight to your phone. Don't miss out on staying connected so you can rep the bees in style. Sign up now at bostonproshop.com/signup.
Penalty coming up here right off the face-off. Bruins are going to go on the power play.
Interference is the indication. And
Gaudette tripped up Morgan Geekie.
Hobie Baker, winner at Northeastern, will have a seat. 13:41 to go here in the second. Sharks up 1-0. The Bruins will get their second power play of the game.
A couple Hobies on this team, huh?
Yep. Some guys who had some very short but memorable careers in the city of Boston. Here is Elias Lindholm to take the face-off in the offensive zone. Wins it on the draw. Hampus Lindholm from the right point. Gives to Pasternak. Down toward the side of the net. Zacha brings it back toward the corner. Pasternak walks it down the half wall. Gives to Zacha with his back to the net. Works his way into the corner. Back to Pasternak at the hash marks. Backhands it back for Hampus Lindholm. Over to Geekie far side. And he misfired on a one-timer attempt.
Wasn't quite where he needed it to be. They've been just off a little bit, right? It happened in the first period as well.
They keep it alive, though. Pasternak right circle shot. Askarov made that save. Pasta gets his own rebound along the near side boards. Elias gets it back to Hampus. Over to Geekie. One-timer, and that one just missed. And ricochets off the glass into the netting, out of play.
Somebody tipped that. It hit somebody in front. The first one, he misfired. I don't know if it's exactly where he needed it to be, but that one he got a lot of. It just... Talking about Geeky in the left wing circle.
Don't want to stand in front of too many Morgan Geeky slap shots.
It was a rolling puck. Desharnais actually got a piece of it.
There's been
still controlled it pretty well, like, you know, where the shot was going. I don't know if it would have hit the net, but it was close.
There have been 6 shots in the league of over 100 miles an hour this year, and Geeky's got 2 of them, including the hardest of the season at 103 plus. His go-ahead goal in the 3rd period the other night was a 92-mile-an-hour slapper. As Pasternak gets it down to Zacha. Down behind the net.
Looked harder than that.
Geeky played into the far corner. Elias Lindholm back to Geeky, who's out near the blue line. Steps toward the top of the circle. Pasternak wheels out of the corner. Up north of the hash marks. Over to Geeky for a low-angle one-timer. Askarov made that save. Sharks clear. 42 to go on the power play.
Yeah, 4 forwards go off the ice. Lindholm's the only one that stays just for now until they come up the ice.
Up through the neutral zone. Asamont from just inside the line. Shot one off the backboards. Came back out in front. Nearly a chance there for Tufte. Lorai will spin it behind the net. Tufte shoved to the wall by Liljegren. Woodrow trying to poke that through Husnudinov. Asamont will play it off the boards back to Lorai. Over to the near side for Yoki Harju. Steps down toward the hash marks. Takes the shot. And off of Askarov. It ends up going wide to the short side. Lorai with a drive blocked by Wenberg. Out of the far corner. Husnudinov got it back to Lorai. Yoki Harju from the top of the right circle. That shot goes wide. Gaudette's out of the box. Husnudinov's turnaround shot got blocked. Liljegren will start it out and give into the middle here for Wenberg. Floats it softly into the Boston zone. Sharks changing. 11:24 to go here in the second. It's still a 1-0 San Jose lead. Husnudinov. Stick work, able to keep that puck moving through neutral ice. Gave it to Tufte for a long shot. And gloved by Askarov for the whistle.
Fans, hockey season's the perfect time to get a high-efficiency Peerless boiler. Be ready and start saving now. Find the Peerless boiler that's right for your home or business. And a list of local installers at peerlessboilers.com. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
Face off in the left circle of the attack zone here for Fraser Minton. Matched up against Celebrini. But Celebrini comes into the day 3rd place in points in the league, behind McKinnon and McDavid. He'll get the puck out here, up into neutral ice. Aspero to the far side. Bruins reload. Kastelik coming down the left wing wall, battling into the corner against Orlov. Puck comes free. Smith had it for a moment, but then taken back and thrown toward the net by Minton. Askarov will cover that. And we get a little pushing and shoving near his crease. Cooler heads prevail and all that.
This line's been your best forechecking line, though, you know. They got to make Askarov work a little bit. The power play wasn't quite where it needed to be. They tried to go down to the goal line 2 or 3 times where Pasternak's on the right side. He went down to Zacha. And Geeky coming in back door. They didn't try to use it, though. They just went right back to Pasternak. So I'm sure some conversation on the bench for the next time they get the man advantage, if they do.
Face-off win by Zacha. Pasternak got it back to the point. Yoki Harju sends one across. Askarov with a big save there.
They made him work there.
Pasta with a one-timer from the left circle, and he got across to his right to make that stop. Pasternak out of the corner now to the far circle. Zacha battling for possession. Came free back to Hampus Lindholm for a drive, and Askarov made that save. Yoki Harju. Pasternak behind the net, trying to get it in front for Zacha. Second effort. Got chopped away. Wenberg will clear it out into neutral ice. Bruins will get it right back in across the line, but Pasternak's pass for Zacha hit a skate and gets thrown back toward the Boston zone by Wenberg. Swayman spins it around the near side boards. Yoki Harju got knocked down along the wall by Wenberg. It goes around to the far side. Dickinson will play it back in deep here for the Sharks. Pasternak waiting for it at the hash marks near wall. Gives to Hampus Lindholm, skates it to the center circle, sends it deep and heads for a change. Just past the midway point of this one. Sharks leading 1-0. Pass out of the reach of Ostapchuk. Comes behind the Bruins net. Peek around the far side boards. Asamont tapped it off the wall, but gave away. And not wide of the net by Reeves.
Yeah, support wasn't there.
Spun back around the boards by Barclay Goodrow. Thrown toward the front of the net, blocked by Peak. Peak's going to angle one ahead. He had Asamont behind Desharnais, but Desharnais gets a stick on it before it could get there. Tufte in the near corner. Got it loose to Corrali. Couple of chances along the near post.
Yeah, San Jose had 3 guys below the goal line that time, and Corrali was left wide open.
Puck that's dumped down into Boston territory. Reeves in the near corner. Around the far side. Asamont tangled with Gaudette. Asamont stumbles, gets back up, throws it out into neutral ice. Glove down to the Sharks' Orlov, but played into the attack zone by Corrali, and then he goes head over heels as Orlov went a little low with that check. Corrali not particularly pleased with that. Takes a shot at Orlov as he heads back to the bench, and now a chance down to the other end, and the Bruins are going to go shorthanded here.
Yeah, Orlov, like old-fashioned, call it a hip check, I guess. Went a little low on Corrali.
Well, Aspero to the box, 8:41 to go here in the second. 1-0 Sharks on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 CR-V or a 3.49% APR on a 2026 HR-V. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Poor Diana in accounting. She fell for an email phishing scam. Computers shut down. And people freaked out, especially about getting paid.
Hey!
Fortunately, the company had cyber risk coverage from Safety Insurance. Safety covered the cost of systems and data restoration, business income-related losses, and more. Don't let one human error shut down your business. Ask an independent agent about Safety Insurance. We'll help you manage life storms, even the cyber kind.
Hi, this is Andrew Peak. I'm excited to be teaming up with the Shaws and Star Market Foundation this year for Feeding the Puck for Families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck to help score a goal, a donation of $100 will be made to the Greater Boston Food Bank, up to $50,000 to help end hunger. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Shaws and Star Market, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R.
The Bruins play on the Sports Hub.
8:41 to go, second period. Sharks 1, Bruins 0. San Jose to the power play as Aspero is called for tripping.
Delandria with a nice move coming down the left wing, and Aspero, that's a definite trip there. But Bruins arguing during that commercial timeout that Orlov went a little too low on that hip check, which could be called a clip. You don't see it called often because you don't see it often.
Right. Sean Corrali was talking to one referee, Nikita Zadorov, wearing an A tonight. He's talking to one of the others. Bruins
didn't get a misconduct this time. Huh?
Here's Celebrini leading the Sharks forward, trying to send it down the slot for Eklund. Squirted away from him, but kept alive. Orlov to the near circle. Celebrini, shot, scores! And the power play goal for the Sharks. Macklin Celebrini makes it 2-0.
Well, they got good entry, rotated from low to high, and Orlov in the middle is going to go into the left wing circle for Celebrini. Celebrini's a left shot, so he arcs up to the top of the circle as Lindholm comes out to try to take him. Celebrini is stepping into this shot. May or may not have ramped up off a Lindholm stick, but a good shot that's going to beat Swayman up over the glove hand side.
Wenberg providing a screen in front as well.
Moving screen.
Yeah.
No, he's not just standing there. He's coming right across the site. Take the eyes away just for a split second as that shot's coming in.
14th of the season for Macklin Celebrini. 33 points now. Goes him even with Connor McDavid for second place in the league.
If you're coming across as the shot's being taken, the goalie can't pick up where it's coming, where it's going. And very effective You see guys like Corey Perry, we saw the other day, he'll just kind of stand in front and, you know, try to take the eyes away that way. But
rattle around the Shark zone. Lorai out near the blue line to keep in, but now forced back out. Kastelik will bring back on that left wing side toward the corner. Spun back up the wall by Desharnais. Through the neutral ice comes Dickinson. Works his way into the Boston zone. Backhands it all the way around near side. Reeves comes charging into the corner and knocks down Andrew Peeke. Bruins will clear it. Loose puck. Mook Madulin trying to kick it outside of his own blue line. Nearly let Fraser Minton go all the way in. Instead, Delandria coming back ahead along the near side for the Sharks, and they're going to wind up offside at the Bruins line.
we got a hole to dig out of now. We've seen the Bruins come back in games and battle. They haven't hit their stride yet. You know, they've had a couple of shifts in this period where they've had the good forecheck. You had a really good opportunity by Pastrnak off of a face-off play on the one-timer. You mentioned Askarow's numbers and what he's done in the month of November. He's continuing here. He hasn't been as active as the last time we saw him, right?
Right. Puck is played into the neutral ice here. Mook Madulin up the right side for Graf, got cut off. Bruins come back. Pastrnak down the left circle, and Mook Madulin blocked his shot. It goes into the netting out of play, and Pastrnak whacks his stick against the glass. The frustration, perhaps, is not scored in the last 4 games.
He's had points.
He's had points. Just no goals. Had an assist on one of the goals on Friday night. Has 10 points in the last 7 games. The face-off. Puck will come around behind the net. Near side corner. Busnadinov. Delandria took away. He'll carry it out through the neutral zone and dump it in. All the way around the near side. Gaudette moves it back in behind the net. Busnadinov with a check back there, but can't win the puck. Ferraro back at the point, sends over to the far side. Mook Madulin's shot is grabbed by Swayman. Tony Pastrnak yesterday, after the Bruins practice, was asked about Geeky's shot, what makes it so good. He said, if I knew that, I'd use it too. He said it's better than, he said it's better than his.
Well, his shot, I think the one-timer has just really gotten better and better. They talked about one-timers and how to get better at it. It's the other shot that just, the puck, you know, not the non-one-timers, the puck just jumps off his stick. The release is excellent.
And Jeremy Swayman was asked that same question yesterday. He said it's a tough shot to pick up. As a goaltender, he sees it every day in practice. He said it's a, he said the one-timer is, is heavy, but he said the shot just in general from Geeky is, can be difficult to handle. He would know. Sharks looking to clear their zone and do. Eklund sends it through the neutral ice, and Liljegren brings in offside. 6:10 to go here in the second. Bruins down 2-0. Celebrini's power play goal from Dmitry Orlov and Tyler Toffoli at 11:45. It's off just outside the Boston zone here. Rally able to push it forward here. Esamont toward the near side wall, battling with Dickinson. Goudreau gloves it down, sends it back into his own zone. Desharnais up the right side. Puck comes right to the red line to Zadorov. He tried to dump it in, and that sniped Corrali in the foot, it looked like. Corrali trying to skate that off as Zadorov comes up the far left wing. Desharnais on the far wall. Some help by Ostapchuk to clear the puck, and jumps off of Tufte and out of play into the Bruins bench. We'll take a break with 5:37 to go here in the second period. San Jose with a 2-0 lead on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V, your local Honda dealers.
TD Bank's here for an assist with a special checking and savings account offer for new customers. Perfect for fans of the Bruins. Learn more at td.com/garden offer or stop by any TD Bank location in New England. Terms and eligibility apply. TD Bank, Bank of the Boston Bruins.
Whether you're putting together a hockey team or Ford's award-winning lineup of SUVs, a great team starts with the right players, like the iconic Ford Bronco family, with great looks and the 4x4 capability to perform on or off the ice, and the rugged Ford Explorer, with seating for 7 and room for all your gear. Check out the full lineup of award-winning Ford SUVs at your New England Ford dealers today. Proud partner of the Boston Bruins.
Hey, it's Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law. At Catches, we don't just work here, we live here. We're part of the same neighborhoods, the same schools, the same New England towns that you call home. So when life hits hard and you need someone in your corner, you deserve lawyers who truly understand what's at stake. With over 40 years of experience and more than $3 billion recovered for the people of New England, we know how to win, and we know how to fight for you. Visit catcheslaw.com today to schedule your free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless you win.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I got to dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're going to know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
The Revolution play on the Sports Hub.
Bruins fans in Massachusetts and Rhode Island, show your black and gold pride with an official Boston Bruins license plate. Proceeds support local youth hockey programs. Learn more and register today at bostonbruins.com/license plates. Bruins trailing 2-0 here in San Jose. 5:37 to go, second period. Face-off will be at center ice here. Minton beats Celebrini on it. And a dump in by Hampus Lindholm. Around the near side wall. Goes back behind the net. Desharnais sending it up the far side. Lindholm pinching down to the circle. Sharks will try it around the near side this time. Dickinson plays it up the left side. Celebrini backing into the attack zone is offside.
Having trouble getting that forecheck established. You know, you get in there, and San Jose handled that one pretty well. Win the face-off in the neutral zone, get the dump in, get the first guy in. San Jose bumping it back around the boards again, and doing a pretty good job handling it. Bruins haven't been able to get in there quick enough or effectively enough. When they have been there, they haven't been effective.
Faceoff's going to come just outside the Bruins blue line here. Elias Lindholm out to take it against Wenberg. And Elias wins it back into the defensive zone. Jokiharju gets it back from Hampus Lindholm. Clogged up coming through the neutral ice. Liljegren poked it away from Husnadinov, but it redirects deep. Orlov around the far side finds Toffoli. Out to center ice. Pasternak picks that one off. 5 minutes even to go here in the second period. Hampus to Elias Lindholm to the near side, and Husnadinov will backhand toward the corner. Liljegren fires around the far boards, kicked off the wall by Hampus Lindholm. Around toward the near side it comes. Elias will take away from Orlov, send it back around to the far side. Hampus racing over there. Pasternak out of the corner, sent one through the slot untouched. And Toffoli will just send it out to center ice. Kick from Jokiharju to Elias. Peak from the near side circle. Skates to his own blue line. Right wing pass. Asamont got it across the line here. Geeki send it around behind the net. Now to the far side, and Lohrei into the corner. Now Geeki trying to center. Instead it went to the side of the net. Lohrei from behind the net reaching out there with a stick, forcing Askarov to cover it up.
Here Warsawski behind the bench, and very young head coach, 36 years old. Who's coaching the World Championship team that won the U.S. team that won the World Championships. Jeremy Swayman went 7-0 in that tournament last year. So he really liked him as a coach.
Warsawski, another one of those Boston area connections in the Sharks organization. Marshfield.
Well, his brother played for the Bruins.
Right. He comes out on the neutral ice. Mike Greer, their general manager. Kicked in to the Boston zone. Lorai. Geeki whipped one across ice through the neutral ice, but Ferraro stepped in front of Asamont. Peak will play one up the middle this time. Asamont able to slow it up as it gets into the San Jose zone, but sent right back out.
I was wondering when the bench would start to get shortened a little bit.
Zaka carries across here. Geeki, right circle shot. Off the end of the glove of Askarov, but right to Delandria. Rink wide pass, and here is Graf. Graf in across the line. Aspero tripped him up, and a penalty coming up as that puck goes out of play. The whistle comes with 3:18 to go here in the second period. Geeki exchanging some words with Ferraro.
Yeah. A couple penalties in a row to Aspero here. Playing is offside. Can be a little tricky sometimes, you know, just different looks of guys coming down on you. I started talking about just shortening the bench. That was a different look on that line with only 3 minutes to go, 3.5 minutes to go when that line was out here. They change it up just a little bit. And something we'll talk about in between periods, but they don't play again until Wednesday. I expect
lean pretty heavily on guys here.
Yeah, and changing some things up. You haven't really been able to muster a lot of grade A opportunities.
Sharks 1 for 3 on the power play so far tonight.
Another
and
penalty
coming. Celebrini's got it far circle. Gives to Orlov. Stepping in from the blue line. His shot gloved by Swayman. And the whistle comes with still 1:50 to go on the Aspero penalty. And now a lengthy two-man advantage coming here for San Jose.
Yeah, it's going to be Hampus Lindholm going in. So you got two defensemen in the box. This is Eklund that draws this. Eklund. It's a roughing. Eklund drew this penalty in the first period that we thought was a little soft.
Give him a little cross check.
Yeah.
Well, he's down on a knee. Pasternak.
Yeah, exactly. That's
not.
You're already down one man, and that's a. But it's the same guy that went down really easy in the first period.
So 1:50 of 5-on-3 time now for the Sharks, who have a 2-0 lead with 3:07 to go here in the second.
Shocker, though, he's okay.
Yeah, he'll stay out there. Off the face-off, Celebrini's got it out near the left side of the blue line. Trades it with Toffoli. Here's Smith, high slot, shot saved by Swayman. Rebound cleared up the middle by Peak. Sharks will start out of their own zone with 90 seconds to go in a two-man advantage. Celebrini over to Smith. Brings it in across the line. Off the near wall. Eklund. Hands off to Celebrini. From the top of the face-off circle. Gives to Toffoli. Back to Celebrini. Over to Smith, far side. Eklund gives it back to him. Smith. Celebrini. From the high slot. Shot and sticked away by Swayman. Smith. Again in the near side. Trading it with Toffoli. Toffoli sent one in front. Zadorov get a stick in there, and that deflects over the glass out of play on the far side.
Zadorov and Swayman. Both sticks were there, taking away that backdoor pass. Looking for Wenberg. Yeah, I think it's Swayman that gets the stick on it, actually.
Sean Corrali will take the face-off in the near circle. Against Wenberg. Off the draw, Sharks control. Celebrini quickly over to Smith, far circle. Back to Celebrini. Smith again. Celebrini again. Steps to the top of the left circle. Gives back to Smith, moving to the high slot. Here's Celebrini, near circle shot. Blocked by Peak, goes out of play.
Yeah, Peak and Zadorov are going to stay. A couple whistles help them. You know, with two defensemen in the box, and Hampus, Lindholm, and Aspero, those two will stay probably for the whole penalty.
Face off in the near circle once again.
One
Wenberg
again
wins
by
it.
Wenberg.
Here's Celebrini, near circle shot. Save made Swayman. Rebound came to Toffoli in the corner. They get it back to Celebrini.
He wanted the one-timer.
To Foley. Tough angle shot. Swayman up against the near post. Celebrini's got it back again. Top of the circle. Over to Smith. Far side. And a glove stop with a little flourish on it by Swayman.
Yeah, Bruins need to win a draw here. See if they make the change. Yeah. Come out with Zacha on this face-off. On 2 face-offs in a row. Unfortunately for Corral, he won by Wenberg, and that's possession right away.
20 seconds left on the Aspero penalty. 31 on the Hampus-Lindholm penalty. Off the face-off. Sharks control. Celebrini to Smith. One-timer. Swayman a stop. To the far circle. Celebrini. Top of the circle. Faked. Then takes the shot. Another save. Smith along the near wall. To Foley. One touched in front. Zacha broke that up. Zadorov trying to clear it. Got taken down in the corner. Penalty coming against San Jose. Just as Aspero was released.
He was going to try to hammer that puck down the ice, and was it that got their stick in there on him?
Number 72, Minor Polly.
William Eklund.
Yeah, sure.
So it'll be 9 seconds of 4 on 4, and then when Hampus-Lindholm comes out, the Bruins will have a power play chance, which would be their 3rd of the night.
And I'll tell you what, Eklund didn't do a whole lot here. Did not do a whole lot here. I thought he got his stick in when I watched it in slow motion. Not really.
There've been a few of those.
Well, they complained about Eklund twice now.
Right.
So maybe. At least what I saw, it didn't look like a hook.
They were lining up for the face-off, and they just sent David Pastrnak back to the bench for some reason. This first penalty is over, so the Bruins should have 4 guys out there. They right now have 3. Usnadinov's going to come over the boards here. Is Pastrnak having a skate issue? Looks like,
yeah.
Equipment guys are going to work here. So
about to go into power play in a couple of seconds.
Lindholm, Elias to take the face off, won the draw. Geeki got it to Usnadinov, out near the blue line. Back over to Geeki for a drive, and the save is made by Askarov. He hangs on to it. And the 4-on-4, Bruins had 4 forwards out there for that face-off. And now Pastrnak will come out. Still a second to go before they get onto the power play. And Hampus-Lindholm will come out of the box to be the 1D man. Off the face-off, puck came into the crease. Lindholm sent it back off toward the far side, just out of the reach of Geeki and Zacha. So the Bruins onto the power play. We're inside the final minute of the second period. Hampus-Lindholm to Elias Lindholm. He and Zacha will trade it back and forth coming through neutral ice. Zacha gains the line. Off Elias, a skate right to Pastrnak, trying to load it up for a shot, and lost it to Graf. They're back toward the Boston line.
Rolled right off his stick.
Geeki brings back in on the left wing side. Into the far corner. Plays it around Graf, back to the point. Hampus over to Pastrnak. Hampus-Lindholm again to the far side. Geeki one-timer, save made. The rebound was there for a moment, but the Sharks clear.
That big rebound came out the other side.
20 to go in the period as the Bruins try to reload. Elias just able to keep a skate on.
Close.
Zacha to Hampus. Over to the far side. Geeki out near the blue line. Gives to Hampus-Lindholm for a one-timer. Askarov knocked that one down but couldn't corral it. And now it'll be cleared by Dellandrea. And that will do it for the second period. Bruins will carry 45 seconds of power play time forward into the third. But after 40 minutes here in San Jose, they trail the Sharks 2-0. We'll be back with our second intermission next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub, Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Hockey season is the perfect time to get a high-efficiency Peerless Boiler. Be ready and start saving now. Find the Peerless Boiler that's right for your home or business and a list of local installers at peerlessboilers.com. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
The scrape of blades, the clash of sticks. Hockey's more than a game. It's unrelenting, never-give-up moments that make you feel alive. And so you commit to the weekly ups and downs, the long road to the playoffs. You wear your heart on your sleeve and your jersey with pride. And when you're there for your team, the NHL Shop is there for you. Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear at NHLShop.com. Fanatics experience.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Boston Bruins tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Bruins and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Bruins.
Driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on a rugged new Passport, Pilot, or Ridgeline. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Passport, a 4.49% APR on a 2025 Pilot, or a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline.
See dealer for financing details.
Hey hockey fans, it's Bob Beers. If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing. TimberTech is the #1 premium composite decking brand, and it's tough enough to handle anything. It looks just like real wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot, warp, splinter, or peel, ever. And it's backed by industry-leading warranties, so your deck will last year after year after year. Connect with a local contractor or order free samples at timbertech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
At Ocean State Job Lot, we're always paying attention to the season, and it's definitely getting colder. Snow shovels, ice melt, scrapers, and windshield wash. Coats, hats, gloves, sweatshirts, boots, and slippers. Throw blankets, comforters, flannel sheets, and draft blockers. From heaters and body warmers to blackout shades, driveway markers, and boot trays. Our Christmas department is fully stocked with light sets, gift wrap, greeting cards, ornaments, and gift bags. All ready to shop. Looking forward to seeing you soon at Ocean State Job Lot.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
Here's Celebrini leading the Sharks forward, trying to send it down the slot for Eklund. Squirted away from him, but kept alive. Orlov to the near circle. Celebrini shot, scores. And the power play goal for the Sharks. Macklin Celebrini makes it 2-0. And that's where we stand after 2 periods here in San Jose. Sharks 2, Bruins nothing after 40 minutes. Bruins will have some more power play time to start the 3rd period, but have not been able to crack the Sharks so far. Held scoreless through 40 minutes.
Yeah, Asproff's been good when called upon. I don't think that the quality of shots has quite been there. I mean, there were some good ones, don't get me wrong. You know, a couple of one-timers from that left wing side that were good ones. They're a little late on a couple of rebounds. You know, there was a rebound there on the power play late in that 2nd period that no one was able to get to. But I think all in all, the Bruins haven't been able to get their forechecking game going as well as they had it going 2 days ago against the LA Kings. You know, they were in quickly. They were pitting the Kings in their own zone. They really went to work in that area. You know, the go-ahead goal was a direct result of that. Is the hard forecheck, which creates the turnover in the neutral zone, and then they reload and come right back. They haven't been able to sustain a lot of that. There was a shift early in the period with Minton's line with Janot and Kaslik, where they had a good forecheck going, and they ended up getting 2 really good chances off of it, off of rebound opportunities. But that hasn't been there enough, I don't think, in this game. And when that puck goes down low to Zacha, I think they're looking for a Geeki backdoor. We were talking about it on the power play, but it never materialized on that power play. So, you know, maybe some adjustments here with the 45 seconds to go coming out for the 3rd period. We'll talk about it a little bit more. They have not been as sharp. I mean, Pasternak coming over the blue line and getting ready to take a shot and having the puck slip off his stick. Geeki on the other side, puck slips off his stick. You know, there's just been they've been off on whether it's the power play or whether it's 5-on-5. Some of their top guys have been off. So, you know, just to kind of go back to it, because we touched on it late in the period, You know, there aren't a lot of times where you have 2 days off in between games. So, yeah, the way you put it, empty the tank, but just shorten the bench. I think that's going to happen at some point here in the third period. Determine who you feel is going, who really isn't going up to their standards or up to where they need to be. We saw a little bit of it late when it was 5-on-5 with about 3.5, 4 minutes to go, where they juggled a couple of the lines, and then there were penalties, right? You still had to kill a 5-on-3, and then you get the power play on the 5-on-4. But I expect at some point, maybe not right away, but at some point, could be right away, that you'll see some different looks to some of the forward lines.
Is there anything that stood out to you? You kind of, one of your first points there was about the inability tonight to kind of get the forecheck going to where we generally see it when the Bruins are having success. Is that the Sharks just handling the puck very well in the defensive zone?
They've done a good job with it, but I think the Bruins have been a step slow. And even when they're there, not every time, obviously, but a number of times when the first forechecker gets there, they're able to fight off the check and make a play. Or the second, or F2 is a little slow getting in there on the forecheck. So it's been a combination, I think, of both. You know, so that's been a little bit off here in this game. You know, and then on the flip side, on the other side, you know, we just gonna go back to the possibility, you know, to shorten the bench a little bit. You know, I like Aspro's game. I thought he had a pretty good first period, but he ends up getting 2 penalties there in the second period. He's playing his offside. Dellandrea got him on one with a nice move between the legs to try to get around him. That was a trip, and then there was another trip as well where they cut back on him towards the middle of the ice. I can't remember who that was, but that drew the penalty. But that's, you know, it's hard enough playing in the NHL. You know, he's playing his what game? I
think tonight is his 11th game?
NHL game.
Yeah.
He's experienced in the American Hockey League, and out of necessity, someone's got to play that right side. And, you know, he's been victimized a couple times in that second period, unfortunately. So, you know, you wonder if they make a subtle change there as well. But we'll see. We'll see what they decide to do in the third. I do expect something to happen there.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, you think back to just a few weeks ago, you know, this guy's getting his first taste of the NHL. Then,
I like the way he's playing.
He's played very well. But, you know, then a handful of games later, as situations arise, he ended up having to play as offside, and they've kind of stuck with him for the most part here over the last handful of games.
Well, they tried Lorai over there, and that really wasn't a solution, I don't believe, right? So they move Aspro back over there, and you know, it's not to pick on him at all. I think it's, you know, he had a good first period. In the second period, he got victimized a couple of times.
So the Bruins trailing 2-0 at the end of 2 here in San Jose. Sharks getting a goal in the first period from Shakir Mukhamadullin, his first of the season from Mario Ferraro and Barclay Goodrow. And then in the second period, the power play goal from Macklin Celebrini, his 14th of the year, set up by Dmitry Orlov and Tyler Toffoli at the 11:45 mark to make it 2-0. That power play goal for San Jose, their one tally on 5 opportunities. That includes a lengthy 5-on-3 there in that second period. The Bruins were able to kill off. 0 for 2 so far for the Bruins. They'll have 45 seconds left on their third chance when the third period gets underway. Time now for our Music of the Game, brought to you by Live Nation.
We've been spending most our lives living in an Amish paradise.
He's back. Weird Al Yankovic, Bigger and Weirder Tour 2026, Saturday, July 18th at TD Garden. Get tickets now at liveNation.com. We'll check the out-of-town scores next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
There's nothing like the sights and sounds of the holidays. The crackle of a fire, the tearing of wrapping paper, and the of new gifts. The smell of cookies, ornaments on the tree, and the of new toys, along with the sound of Christmas carols through the Lexus Premium Sound System. Get into the holiday spirit during the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models now through January 5th. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. If it could talk, it'd tell stories. And if you've had one, you've probably got a story worth telling. Here's to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, it's Ian Herzig, Project Director at Blue Sky Restoration Contractors. When water and storm damage hit, time's of the essence. The longer you wait, the more extensive the damage can become. At Blue Sky, we offer fast, 24/7 emergency response to minimize damage and restore your property quickly. And because of the size of our staff and number of locations across New England, we're there in no time and get to work quickly. So when disaster strikes your property, don't panic, but don't wait either. Visit goblusky.com and we'll be there. Blue Sky Restoration, restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
This Thanksgiving, the rush is on, and so are the savings at Ira Mazda, New England's #1 Mazda new car volume dealer. Feast on affordable offers on our remaining 2025 models, like the 25 CX-5 for $269 a month for 33 months, or financing as low as 2.9%. Or make sweet autumn memories in the 25 CX-50, available for $239 monthly or 3.9% for 60 months. Every step of your journey deserves transparency, precision, and genuine care. That's Ira Mazda's promise. New England drives Ira. Includes MFS lease cash and lease bonus cash. $0 security deposit. Tax, title, license, and fees not included. Not everyone will qualify. See dealer for details.
Give the gift of hockey with the Providence Bruins Holiday Hat Trick, driven by your New England Honda dealers. Get 2 tickets to select home games, 4 flex ticks, and a retro script winter hat for just $1 down. Plus $10 from each pack goes to the Tomorrow Fund for children with cancer. Buy now for just $1 down at ProvidenceBruins.com. This is Boston's home for sports.
Back here in San Jose, second intermission with the Bruins trailing the San Jose Sharks by the score of 2-0. We take a look around the NHL games finals from earlier today. The Sabres make it 2 in a row, beating the Carolina Hurricanes 4-1. Minnesota stays hot with a 3-0 shutout over the Winnipeg Jets. Minnesota has now won 5 in a row and 9 of their last 11. New York Islanders in a shootout, 1-0 win over the Seattle Kraken. Colorado Avalanche, second shutout in a row as they beat the Chicago Blackhawks by the score of 1-0. And one other game going on right now. It's at the end of one period. Calgary has a 2-1 lead over the Vancouver Canucks. Here in San Jose, it's the Sharks 2 and the Bruins nothing. We'll have all the third period action coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, it's Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law. At Catches, we don't just work here, we live here. We're part of the same neighborhoods, the same schools, the same New England towns that you call home. So when life hits hard and you need someone in your corner, you deserve lawyers who truly understand what's at stake. With over 40 years of experience and more than $3 billion recovered for the people of New England, we know how to win, and we know how to fight for you. Visit catcheslaw.com today to schedule your free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless you win.
You work hard for your money. It's time to put your money to work for you. Buy a commercial Ford vehicle before the end of the year, and you could potentially save a bundle at tax time. Take advantage of this opportunity before December 31st on the #1 selling commercial vehicles for 40 consecutive years. And start working smarter with your money. Consult your tax advisor. Then visit your New England Ford dealers to learn more. Based on S&P Global Mobility, CY 1985 to 2024 U.S. TIPNet registrations, excluding registrations to individuals.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Bruins Radio Network welcome the following new partners. Your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado. TimberTech Decking and Railing, #1 in premium decking. Order free samples at timbertech.com. Blue Sky Restoration. Tune in to hear this date in history being restored by Blue Sky all season long. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. And your Boston area Lexus dealers. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer today. From the home of the Bruins, thank you for joining our winning team. Electrical contractors, do you travel to job sites every morning wondering when your materials will arrive? Granite City Electric Supply can change that feeling and have your crews working first thing every morning. Use the GCE Night Train. Overnight delivery guaranteed by 6 a.m. to most job sites throughout New England. Or pick up at one of 27 GCE Night Train depot locations, providing convenient 24/7 access to materials for pickup on your schedule. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
This is New England Patriots quarterback Josh Dobbs, and Autodesk is the official design and make platform of the New England Patriots. Autodesk is all around us, including here at Gillette Stadium. What fans might not know is that stadiums, buildings, and the new Patriots Training Center were built with the help of Autodesk Construction Cloud software. Autodesk helps the Patriots and the Craft Group bring their construction vision to life.
Autodesk, changing how the world is designed and made. Visit Autodesk.com.
You work hard for your money. It's time to put your money to work for you. Buy a commercial Ford vehicle before the end of the year, and you could potentially save a bundle at tax time. Take advantage of this opportunity before December 31st on the #1 selling commercial vehicles for 40 consecutive years. And start working smarter with your money. Consult your tax advisor. Then visit your New England Ford dealers to learn more. Based on S&P Global Mobility, CY 1985 to 2024 U.S. TIPNet registrations, excluding registrations to individuals.
When businesses thrive, communities score. That's why Bank of America is the official bank of FIFA World Cup here in Greater Boston. And our more than 100 local business specialists are ready to help your business win. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Boston Sports Talk, the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the 98.5, the Sports Hub, Bruins Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston, 98.5, the Sports Hub. Easily Media Group Station.
It's time for This Date in Bruins History, being restored by Blue Sky Restoration Contractors.
Krug will walk it ahead. Nobody even around him. Now cuts over the line. High slot. Dunks down the middle. Into the slot. Backhand. He scores! Torrey Krug, coast to coast. 5-all to end it in overtime. Bruins 5, Wild 4.
This date in Bruins history taking us back to November 23rd, 2019. 6 years ago, Bruins pulled one out of the hat against the Minnesota Wild as David Krejci scored 2 goals inside of the final 2 minutes of regulation, and then Torrey Krug scored in overtime. Bruins beat the Wild on that night. 5-4 was the final at TD Garden. Back here in San Jose, as we get ready to start the third period, Bruins are trailing the Sharks 2-0. Boston will have 45 seconds of power play time to work with to start the third period. Shots in the second were 15-11 in favor of the Bruins, who have a 25-23 edge for the game. Yaroslav Askarov has stopped all 25 that he has faced, however. Bruins with 50 attempts in his direction tonight to San Jose's 38 through the first 40 minutes. So Boston finishing up this 3-game swing through California. One more game on this road trip. It'll be on Wednesday night out on Long Island. Second and final trip to Long Island for this regular season. We'll be back on East Coast time, 7 o'clock face-off, 6:30 pregame.
They've been good lately.
They have.
Got the 1-0. There's a shootout win today, 1-0.
65 minutes of scoreless hockey.
Yeah, and they had a successful road trip. Come back off of the road trip.
Bruins will go from right to left here in the third period. Elias Lindholm will match up against Ty Dellandrea for the opening faceoff, and the Sharks will come away with control here from its own blue line. Ferraro rifles one down around behind Jeremy Swayman. Geeki hands off of the far circle to Hampus Lindholm. Skates out toward his own blue line, drops it back. Elias Lindholm now through neutral ice, trying to fire one ahead for Zacha, but that was broken up. And back deep it comes. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Zacha going back and forth with Elias Lindholm through the neutral ice. They break it across the line, but then lose it in the high slot. And it's shot all the way back down by Goodrow.
Elias Lindholm was just dragging that puck to get a shot away. Full wholesale change here. At least all the forwards go off with the penalty expiring.
Sharks back at full strength as Eklund comes out of the box. Minton through the neutral zone. Lofts it down into the far, or into the near corner. Ricocheted around to the far side. Kastelik reversed it back in behind the net. Liljegren was there, though, for the Sharks. Celebrini just outside his own blue line pulls up. Pushed forward here by Mukhamadullin. On the right side, Eklund trying to get around Zadorov. Spins back toward the near circle. Sent one through the slot all the way into the far corner. And it ricocheted away from Will Smith and back to center ice. Backhanded deep again by Eklund. On the near corner, Aspero weighted towards Zadorov. Chopped away from him, but will get out of the zone. Orlov will dump it right back in. And took a funny hop out of the corner right toward the slot. Zadorov was there to take it. Asamont up the right side. Let the Sharks regain in their own zone. Directed deep by Gaudette. Lora kicks it onto his stick as he goes behind Swayman. Up the far side for Tufte. Pushed it out across the blue line. Gaudette played it right back in. Delandria from the right wing circle. Pivots back toward the hash marks near side. Back to Orlov, who throws it in front. And off the skate of Andrew Peak in front and kicked back toward the near corner. Gaudette in the far corner now for the Sharks, trying to keep away from Peak, who shoves him away from the puck. Delandria gets knocked off it by Lorai. Corrali gets it to Lorai, who will play it around behind, and near side Peak's got plenty of room. Sharks went off for a change. Peak hangs on to it in his own zone, and now he'll head off as well after handing it off to Hampus Lindholm. Jokiharju, rink wide pass, finds Husnudinov on the left wing. Marat, near side circle. Spins it back down low. Pasternak back of the net, trying to bring it back around toward the near side. Got caught up in traffic. Jokiharju in the far corner. Got tangled up with Toffoli. Bruins keep it alive, though. Husnudinov, left circle Pasternak. Back to Hampus Lindholm for a shot. And that one, I think, hit Ferraro in front of the net. Near side.
Husnudinov has a good play. Forces the turnover, steps right into the slot, then moves it over to Pasternak, but it's not where it needs to be in order for him to get that one-timer away.
Near side circle, Pasternak trying to get it back toward Jokiharju, forced out of the zone by Toffoli. Pasta going to reload from the red line, bring it right back in on the left wing circle, turns back along the near board, sends one all the way across to the far side wall. Back across, and Pasta one-timer with a rebound chance for Husnudinov, forced into the far corner.
Save. That's his best one of the game. He had one on Pasternak earlier, but Askarov getting over. That's a great setup.
Puck is volleyed out of the Shark zone. Zadorov will skate back to it. 16:15 to go here in the third period. Boston still down 2-0. Geeki couldn't reach that pass in front of the Bruins bench. It'll come back around behind Swayman. Zadorov pass out of the zone to Zacha. Ricocheted back toward Aspero, off the near boards. Askarov and Aspero are just too close for comfort.
I've done it once today already.
Gaudreau got it into the Bruins zone, but Zadorov was there to play it. Steve and Zacha just inside the San Jose line. Can't get the puck deep. Markley Gaudreau coming up the left wing side. Shot skimmed off the end of the glove of Swayman. Lorai lays up the left wing side to Geeki. Chips it in and tries to get around Desharnais. Puts a shoulder into Celebrini, but the Sharks will clear the puck. And now here's Will Smith on his horse trying to get behind Lorai, who is shoulder to shoulder with him, and Swayman sweeps it away from his crease.
Lorai did a pretty good job there of not allowing Smith to gain that separation and not take a penalty on the play.
Lorai near side for Steves. Can't get it cleared. Smith with a shot, and the rebound pushed back across toward the slot for him, but couldn't get a stick on it that time. Lorai and Celebrini along the near boards. Desharnais and Steves involved as well. Desharnais got possession. Into the corner, it bounced off of Eklund's stick. Kastelik gets it from Peak into the far corner under pressure. And now Eklund's going to come free with the puck. Centering pass denied by Lorai. Back down into the corner for Smith. Peak closes on him. Back to the point it'll come. Desharnais, one touched along for Delandria, who was just on for the bench, and his one-timer scooped up with a glove by Swayman.
That's a good shift by that line for the San Jose Sharks in the offensive zone, just putting a lot of pressure on the Bruins defensively. Getting another look at that one-timer from Pasternak that was stopped. And was it Wenberg that came in and got a stick on the Husnudinov? Yeah. Husnudinov never got the rebound. He was there for him, and he had an open net, but Wenberg came back and was able to go stick on stick. Or stick on puck, I should say, to keep that puck out. But the chance by Pasternak that wasn't in the left wing circle. That was more towards the middle of the ice. High slot.
Askarov's taken a couple away from him tonight.
Yeah, one in the second period off the faceoff.
Sharks are going to get whistled for an icing here. Errant pass by Mook Madulin, so face-off will come back into San Jose territory. Sharks leading 2-0, 14:23 left here in regulation. Elias Lindholm will take the face-off here against Delandria. Off the draw, Sharks will get a clear in a neutral
looking
ice.
for that high flip, trying to get behind the D. Like that's what happened to Smith last couple shifts ago.
Gaudette moving into the right circle. Back to Mook Madulin at the point. Over to Ferraro for a shot through some traffic. Swayman makes the save.
It's either through traffic or deflected. It was a late reaction.
Yoki Harju against Graf along the end wall. Graf trying to push it in behind the net. Yoki Harju's got him pinned against the boards. Delandria gets involved here for San Jose, trying to poke it free against Husnadinov. We got a penalty coming up. It's going to be against the Bruins.
Yoki Harju for holding.
Sends over to Gaudette, rolled over his stick. Still has it in the far corner and gets knocked down by Hampus Lindholm, who touches the puck up. And then Delandria comes over and gets in his face, and that's going to start a big scrum in the corner.
It's just a good physical play.
He's got to win the puck.
It's a good physical play.
Yeah.
But Yoki Harju is going to get the penalty for holding.
So with 13:36 to go here in the third period, San Jose will get another power play chance when we return on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Be sure to tune in to 3 Up, 3 Down with Greg Bedard, presented by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey every Tuesday during Felger and Maz. And enjoy the game with the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Because when it's game time, it's Tully time. Please drink responsibly. 40% alcohol by volume. 80 proof. Imported by William Grant & Sons, Incorporated, New York, New York.
The Boston Bruins, Loon Mountain, and 98.5 The Sports Hub have teamed up to offer the Skate and Ski ticket package for the 2025-26 season. Purchase a $150 ticket to a select Bees game and receive a complimentary lift ticket to Loon. Head to bostonbruins.com/skate and ski for more information and to buy your tickets today.
Golf's got birdies, eagles, even albatrosses, but we're the bird nobody wanted, the Blue Falcon. Born in the barracks, raised on the fairway, and proudly causing chaos ever since. At Blue Falcon Golf, founded by a Marine veteran, every stitch is built for the players who serve, support, or just enjoy stirring the pot between holes. Rock our military-inspired polos, hats, t-shirts, and performance hoodies, including the infamous ass hat and our unapologetic Second Amendment lineup. Use code HUB20 to save 20% site-wide. Fly your colors at bluefalcongolf.com and embrace being the bird they didn't ask for, but definitely remember.
When life throws you a curveball, trust Catches Law, New England's hometown law firm. With over 4 decades of success and a local team that truly cares, let Catches Law fight for you. Remember, there's no fee unless you win. Visit catcheslaw.com to schedule your free consultation today.
Hey, it's Hardy. If your attic insulation's outdated, call Revise, a Mass Save partner. They'll do a no-cost home energy assessment, and you could save 75 to 100% on insulation and air sealing. Don't wait. Visit callrevise.com or call 800-885-SAVE.
Champions play here. The Sports Hub.
Fans, elevate your game night experience with the Bruins Suite at TD Garden. From all-inclusive food and beverage options to unbeatable views of the ice, it's the ultimate way to watch the Bees this season. Visit bostonbruins.com/suites to learn more. Yoki Harju goes to the penalty box. Bruins shorthanded here, down two goals with 13.5 minutes to play, and they'll get a quick clear here. Askarov going out behind the net. A lot of chatter between the two benches during that break.
Most of it centered around Reeves and Jeannot and Zadorov.
Celebrini will bring it forward here to Foley. Sends across the ice. Lindbergh chipped into the corner. Eklund goes behind the net with it. Hampus Lindholm will whip it around the near side and all the way back down ice. 6th power play of the night for San Jose. They've gone 1 for 5 so far. Celebrini's second period goal is the one. Brought into the Bruins zone here along the near side circle, turning with it, and back to the point. Eklund from the top of the circle. Celebrini, Eklund, over to Orlov at the far point. On to Eklund, top of the near circle. Now Celebrini sent one in front to Foley on the doorstep. Battling with Peak, and Swayman got the pad on it.
He got the pad, and Peak did a pretty good job there as well.
Another centering pass right in front of Swayman, who wasn't sure where it was. It's cleared by Jeannot.
That had Wenberg in battle with Aspro in front.
46 seconds to go in the Sharks power play. Smith's pass across ice. Karams into the zone. Gaudette picks it up.
Steves was there, just couldn't quite come up with it.
Liljegren down the right wing side, trying to center off the leg of Zadorov. Puck will come free toward the near side wall. Corrali, and now Zadorov, and he will send it all the way down to Askarov. 22 seconds left on the Jokiharju penalty. Smith through the neutral zone, gathers in across the line, forced into the corner by Aspero. Khrushchev kicked it back into the corner, played out of there by Corrali. Zadorov's got some space. He's going to carry into neutral ice. Flips one all the way across ice to Corrali, coming up the right wing side, shorthanded. And as he tried to center for Elias Lindholm, it was taken away. But that'll kill off the penalty. Jokiharju out of the box with 11.5 to go here in the third. Bruins still down 2-0. Sharks now 1 out of 6 in the man advantage. Pasternak into the neutral zone. Up the right wing side they come. Peake's going to jump into this one all the way in behind the net and around to the near side circle. Carries it back out to the blue line. Sends over to Lohrei far side.
Tough pass to handle.
Tried to kick it to his stick and couldn't. Sharks will clear it back the other way, but it will go for an icing.
Fans, hockey season's the perfect time to get a high-efficiency Peerless boiler. Be ready and start saving now. Find the Peerless boiler that's right for your home or business and a list of local installers at peerlessboilers.com. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
Face-off will be in the near circle down to our left. Bruins offensive zone. Zacha out to take it.
Pasternak, Zacha, Geeki offensive zone face-off.
Off the draw. Puck sitting in the near circle. Pushed into the corner by Mukhamadullin around the far side. And Ostapchuk got it to the blue line, but not out. Off Zacha's skate, it came to Pasternak, far circle. Turned around and fired just wide. Hampus Lindholm, quick up to Pasternak. Inside the line he comes. Crossing pass, broken up. Hampus Lindholm back toward the near corner. Geeki tried to backhand in front. That was blocked. Hampus along the near side circle. Got it to Zacha. Over to Jokiharju, back across the ice, and Ostapchuk got a piece of that. Lindholm throws it back to the net. And now Zacha wheels off the far board.
Pick.
Hampus to Zacha, high slot. Shot goes wide on the glove side. Geeki gets it back up top. Jokiharju a little off balance, trying to shoot. That one blocked. Far side circle, pinching down the wall. Jokiharju got it to Geeki. Here's Hampus Lindholm, top of the circle. Hands off to Pasternak, cutting up top. Gives it back to Hampus now. Walks it along the blue line. Gives out there to Jokiharju. Cycles it along to Pasternak. Coming down the left wing circle against Ferraro. Drags in behind the net. Backhander in front. Score! It's Geeki again! His 5th in 3 games gets the Bruins on the board. 2-1.
You've always got it in your pocket, right? You can go back to that line if you want, and that's what the Bruins do here. Offensive zone face-off, following an icing by the San Jose Sharks, and they come out with this line with Zacha, Geeki, and Pasternak. Credit the defenseman as well with a couple of strong pinches and getting involved offensively with Lindholm and Jokiharju. But as you tire the Sharks out, they're standing around, and you get Ferraro trying to contain Pasternak. Pasternak's keeping him on his right shoulder. He goes around the net, and then he's going to center it for Lindholm, and you've got a couple of tired bodies out there that can't contain the stick of Geeki in front of the net. Really good job by all 5 guys in the offensive zone. When you talk about being connected, that was being connected against a tired Sharks group after the icing.
17th of the year for Morgan Geeki. Pulls him back even with Nathan MacKinnon for the league lead. That is now 15 goals in the last 17 games.
Yeah, look, MacKinnon did not score today.
No, he did not. Makar had the only goal in that game. Zadorov gets a stick in there against Celebrini. Bruins break forward here. Kastelik cutting to the right wing side. Gets ridden into the boards by Dickinson. sent it around behind the net. For Geeki, that's now 48 goals in his last 79 games, dating back to the start of December of last year. This puck comes through the slot here. Zadorov kept it away from Celebrini. Celebrini in the right wing corner. Throws one into the...
He got smoked by Zadorov.
He threw one in front. Swayman poked it away, and Celebrini, that was that thump you heard. Jeannot will deal it back here for Zadorov. 9 minutes to go in regulation. Bruins down 2-1. Bad angle off the backboards. Came back out in front. A chance for Goodrow.
That was
turned
a
away by
crazy bounce
Swayman.
right there.
Seen a few of those today. Far circle. Puck is poked to the blue line, but not out. Reeves will wheel it back down into the near corner. Goodrow got it to Reeves. Back to the blue line. Liljegren finds Goodrow coming up top. Borei blocked the centering pass. Usnadinov will carry out through neutral ice. On the right side, Asamon across the line. And Elias Lindholm couldn't quite find the handle.
Just as well. It was offsides.
We'll never know.
I know. I'm telling you it was. Puck was on the blue line. Never got all the way in the zone.
Peak will circle back to get it. Tried to give it to Pasternak behind the net. A little miscommunication there, but Hampus Lindholm has it now. Lobs it high through neutral ice. Bouncing down away from Orlov into the far corner. Pasternak able to corral it. And then had to slip a check and lost possession.
Go right back to that line.
Hampus Lindholm. Pass up the left side. Finds Geeki. Inside the zone. Pasternak's backhand toward the slot was picked off. Lifted up and out of the zone. Hampus Lindholm. And hold up Kurashev. And
offside.
Goes down offside.
Fans think it's a penalty, but it's offside.
We'll take a break. 7:40 to go here in the third. It's the Sharks 2 and the Bruins 1. Here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 CR-V or a 3.49% APR on a 2026 HR-V. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Hurry into DQ for their sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets, layered with flavor from top to bottom and everywhere in between. Try them today. Now available in new sweet chili or honey barbecue. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
We've all seen them. Drivers who are looking at their phones. Is there anything more crazy? It's like they're asking to be in an accident. And why are they even on their phones? To find better car insurance? That's easy. Just pull over and talk with an independent agent about safety insurance. They'll make sure you benefit from great coverage and great value. Ask an independent agent about safety insurance. We'll help you manage life's storms.
TD Bank cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden, from Pro Shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Card eligibility restrictions and terms apply. Learn more at td.com/TD Garden Perks. TD Bank, Bank of the Boston Bruins and the Boston Celtics.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R.
The game is on the Sports Hub.
Morgan Geeky's goal to get the Bruins on the board is tonight's electric play, delivered by Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train. Electrical contractors, get on board the GCE Night Train. Order your materials to be delivered overnight to the job site the following morning and save time and money. Go to GCEnighttrain.com to order. Boston trailing 2-1, 7:40 to play here in San Jose. And a face-off outside the Boston blue line. Minton will match up against Will Smith after Celebrini got kicked out of the circle. Off the draw, puck is dumped in by Mukmadulin. On the far side, Pete couldn't get it cleared. Second effort does. Smith drops it back toward his own zone. Ferraro to Mukmadulin. Send it up the near right wing side. Zadorov denies entries. You know, has Kastelik up the left wing. Kastelik tried a shot, and that one caught Mukmadulin up high. And they're going to blow the play down here.
Yeah, it looked like it ramped up. You know, as a defenseman, you want to go stick on. The shot's being taken. You want to get your stick in there and contest that shot, but it looked like it ramped right up off the blade shaft and up into the face. Mukmadulin seems to be okay, though.
Checking to make sure that he wasn't bleeding.
Or that he has all his teeth.
Right. This was wearing a mouth guard.
Most guys do. That's not going to stop him from losing teeth.
Face off in the near circle down to our left.
That puck hits you. That mouth guard's not saving teeth. prevents you from biting your tongue. That's the main reason you wear it.
Long wait for this face-off. Shot into the near corner of the Shark zone. Gets lifted up over the head of Hampus Lindholm. Jokiharju skating back just ahead of Kurashev. Pasternak coming in front of Jeremy Swayman with the puck on his stick. Long pass up the left side, finds Zacha across the line. Took a shot from the top of the left circle.
Shot, try to use the D as a screen.
Hampus Lindholm walks it down the near wall to the circle. Centering pass, blocked by Wenberg.
Yeah, that was a nice move by Lindholm.
Jokiharju at the right point. Zacha far circle. Now Hampus Lindholm comes out top to get it. Pasternak, top of the far circle, a drive. Out of the near corner, ricochets back to Lindholm. Jokiharju gives to Pasternak again along the near side. Brings it out to the blue line, just onside. Pass towards Zacha.
You want to give the puck to Pasternak, I get it, but you got to be moving.
Pasternak able to find some space into the San Jose zone. And from the inside of the right circle, the shot gloved by Askarov.
Good move by Pasternak. He got himself free. Had a little speed coming through the middle of the ice towards the end of that shift. Able to make that happen on the nice move there on Orlov. Orlov tried to step up on him. Was able to get it by him and then get this shot away. Orlov, what? Did he go for another hip check? Kind of, sort of.
Pasta's been
Askarov, though, that glove hand catches with the glove hands in his right hand.
Pasta's been skating really well here in this third period. As Lorai fumbles one out near the blue line, and now the Sharks come forward. Goudreau down the left wing circle, a shot. Swayman made the save. Rebound kicked into the near corner. On the corner, Ostapchuk against Lorai. Puck toward the back of the net. Chased into the far corner now. Goudreau will wrap it back around toward the near side. Ostapchuk into the corner. Eklund and Asamont. Asamont will lob that out of the zone. Dickinson skates back to get it for San Jose. 5:40 to play here in the third period. Sharks leading 2-1. Aspero and Zadorov inside the Bruins zone. Zadorov's going to skate it up.
The bench has definitely been shortened for Marco Sturm here. We were talking about it off there. The fourth line really hasn't seen the ice this period.
On the end boards, it'll be played toward the near side circle. Trying to protect the puck was Dellandrea. Sharks clear it. That'll be an icing.
You know who's coming out.
Here they come. Costa's first over the boards.
It was the formula that worked on the goal. The only goal for them. Off of an icing. That line comes out with Zacha in the middle.
Pasternak and Geeki discussing some strategy before they line up.
Zacha's strong side. He can dictate which side he wants it on. He's going to take it in the left wing to the right of Askarov.
And off the face-off, Pasternak taps it back to Hampus Lindholm under pressure. Got it to Pasternak for a rising shot up over the net.
Just barely kept that in. He had a chance for a tip down low.
On the far boards, Dellandrea trying to get out of the zone. Geeky's got him pinned against the wall. Pasternak backhands it across ice. Hampus Lindholm tracking it through the near boards. Down toward the end wall. Zacha shoved Dickinson out of the way, but the Sharks are going to get the clear here. Grabbed at center ice, though, by Jokiharju. Sends over to Pasternak far side, and as he tried a backhand pass, Dickinson's skate got in the way. Hampus Lindholm to the red line. Back in across the blue. Geeky on the near side boards. Fighting his way around Graf. Sends it around the wall to Jokiharju with the right point. Crossing to the near side, just got to Lindholm. Now it's Pasternak walking back out toward the blue line. Sent one toward the slot. The shade off the stick of Jokiharju. And Geeky forced off into the corner. Jokiharju now center blue line with a shot that hit Askarov in the mask and knocks it off. That'll draw a whistle.
Got in the middle of the ice for that shot that time. Got all of that one-timer.
We'll take a break with 4:13 to go here in the third period. It's the Sharks 2 and the Bruins 1 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Driving going in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on a fun-to-drive new Accord, Civic, CR-V, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or a 2026 CR-V, a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic, or a 3.49% APR on a 2026 HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I gotta dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Hi, this is Andrew Peak. I'm excited to be teaming up with the Shaws and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub for Feeding the Puck for Families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season to help score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate $100 to help end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive locally. Every time we feed the puck for a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation will make a donation of $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger up to $50,000. To learn more about feeding the puck for families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Your hot takes on the Sports Hub.
4:13 to go here in the third period. Sharks with a 2-1 lead. Morgan Geeky's goal just past the midway point of this third period. Set up by David Pasternak and Henry Jokiharju. And with those feeds, Shaws and Star Market Foundation donates $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help fight food insecurity. Learn more about feeding the puck for families at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck. Face off in the attack zone here for Minton. With Kastelik and Janot, Peak and Zadorov. Off the draw, puck into the corner. Kastelik able to get it behind the net. Janot trying to wrap it around that far side, blocked by Delandria, forced into the corner. Zadorov out at the far point. A knocked off balance, stays with it. Boudreau lost his stick. Shot, save made, rebound in front. Kastelik and Janot both had cracks at it. Askarov able to cover up.
Yeah, I mean, this line's they've been around the net today. They had chances earlier in the game. This time it's Zadorov fights off a check out high, and then all of a sudden he realizes, hey, I got some, if I move my feet to the middle, I've got plenty of time and space. And he gets this wrist shot towards the net. You got all kinds of bodies down there. Kastelik had a whack at it. Janot had a whack at it. And it all starts from the face-off. It was more won by San Jose than by Minton. But it's Kastelik that gets in there first and keeps it alive with the effort.
3:54 to go. Elias Lindholm will take this draw.
Asimon on the right, Ustinov on the left. So the shortening of the bench continues. And this line they haven't seen a lot of time, but it's been almost two lines for the last several minutes.
And Elias got kicked out of the circle, so Ustinov gets in there, and now Delandria is going to get tossed out. Ostapchuk will replace him. And off the draw, Sharks get control. Liljegren.
Well, Ostapchuk's he's a centerman anyhow, so they had two of them out there for that draw.
On the near side, Lindholm will get it deep. Ostapchuk looking over his shoulder. Ustinov bearing down on him. Liljegren gets shoved to the wall by Elias Lindholm. Puck will come free to Asimon out near the blue line. Shot off the backboards and back of the net. On to the far side. Peak will play it back around toward the near side. Thrown back out into the neutral zone. Graff able to settle it near the Boston line and dumps it in. Sharks change with 3:15 to play. Zadorov skates it up to the red line. Give and go with Pasternak. Return pass didn't
Just
connect.
had it chopped off his stick, yep.
Desharnais floats it back into the Boston zone. Hampus Lindholm chopped it along to Zacha. Zacha and a fight off Eklund, gets out into center ice. Left wing pass Pasternak. In across the line he comes. Backhands to Zacha coming down the near circle. Couldn't quite get that into a shooting position. Pasternak now will spin it behind the net. Geeki tried to get it back to him. Taken away and lifted up high out of the zone by Celebrini.
That reload going right back.
Jokiharju, Hampus Lindholm. Again to the red line and again a dump in. Around the far side. Ferraro.
Yeah, they're just getting it in high flips every time they get it now.
Geeki out in the neutral zone. Jokiharju dump in that time.
Would have been icing.
Play it away from Delandria. 2:15 to go. Off the far wall, Jeannot. He'll play it ahead
That's
from.
icing.
He was shy of the red line, and just gets it up for an icing.
2:10 left. That line that just came off. They're going to be back out. Curious who the sixth guy will be. And then do you have Yoki Haru out there with Lindholm, or do you go with 5 forwards and Lindholm? Elias Lindholm, you wonder what Elias Lindholm has right now in terms of stamina. He hasn't played a ton this period.
Yeah, his first game since October 30th.
Not a lot of practice time.
Liljegren sends it around the boards here. Wenberg along the far circle.
Could see somebody like a Kastelic out there because of the determination on pucks in that offensive zone.
Delandria cycling out of the corner, now sends it back down low. They'll send it around the near boards. Liljegren takes a heavy hit along the near wall from Jeannot. Puck out of play. Faceoff's going to stay inside the Bruins zone with 1:47 to go.
They can get the line change if they want one now.
And here they come. Geeki, Zacha, Pasternak, Zadorov, and Peak. Face off in the defensive zone.
My guess is that Peak goes off. They get possession, get moving up the ice.
I was thinking the same thing. Off the draw, Sharks win it. Celebrini got it back to the point. They'll roll it around behind the net. Graff takes a hit from Peak in the far corner. Zadorov freed it up. Peak circles back behind his own net. 90 seconds to go as Zadorov brings it out to his own blue line. Swayman's starting to creep, but now Zadorov forced back, and he's going to go all the way back behind the net, and Swayman's going to head to the bench right now with the puck still in the defensive zone.
Usudinov is one of the forwards coming out.
Pass up the right side into Geeky's skates, turned over. Zadorov lays out, tried to block it, and they force it wide of the net, but a second effort, Graff scores into the empty net. So with 1:07 to go, the Sharks are back in front by 2.
Well, Zadorov, okay, he's going to bring it back into his own zone. They want to get Swayman to the bench. He actually calls for Swayman to go to the bench. He holds it back behind the net. But the pass up the right wing to Geeky is not a good pass. He's passing into traffic. And San Jose comes right back down. They miss on the first one, but not the second one. You do the right things, but you got to execute. Graff is the guy that's going to get the goal into the empty net.
Usudinov came diving back in to deny the first try at the empty net, but for Colin Graff, his 3rd goal of the year. 2-goal lead for the Sharks. We hit a minute to go in this one as the puck gets sent back deep into Boston territory. Swayman is between the pipes, near side. Desharnais able to keep it in the zone against Jeannot. Now Yoki Haru circling back in behind the net. Hampus Lindholm and Barclay Goodrow were tangled up. Minton redirects into the Shark zone. Askarov hands it off. Ferraro sends it up the far wall, and it gets out. 32 seconds left. Yoki Haru's pass near side, Kastelic. In across the line and down the left wing circle. Desharnais knocks it off his stick. Minton forced into the corner. He's got it to Kastelic. Dragged it out in front, trying to tuck it in short side. Yoki Haru on the far wall. Held against the boards. Pushes it free. It'll come across ice. Final 10 seconds. Hampus Lindholm shot. Looking for the redirect was Jeannot. And now Kastelic and Desharnais getting into it in front of the net as the horn sounds to end the game. But the fun not quite over yet. As
Ferraro got a good hold of Kastelic before he could do anything there.
Officials trying to tell everyone it's over, and it appears to be. So the Sharks will win it The final score of 3-1. Bruins had a push in the third period, but could not get it tied after falling behind 2-0 after 2. As they fall to 1-2 in 3 games of this 4-game road trip. We'll be back with a recap next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord, a 4.49% APR on a 2025 Pilot, or a 0.99% APR on a 2025 Ridgeline.
See dealer for financing details.
TD Bank's here for an assist with a special checking and savings account offer for new customers. Perfect for fans of the Bruins. Learn more at td.com/garden offer or stop by any TD Bank location in New England. Terms and eligibility apply. TD Bank, Bank of the Boston Bruins.
Hey hockey fans, it's Bob Beers. If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing. TimberTech is the #1 premium composite decking brand, and it's tough enough to handle anything. It looks just like real wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot, warp, splinter, or peel, ever. And it's backed by industry-leading warranties, so your deck will last year after year after year. Connect with a local contractor or order free samples at timbertech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
Good news, homeowners. Over the last 5 years, home values have increased more than 40%. Bad news, homeowners. Some of you haven't adjusted your insurance to cover your home's increased value, which means a natural disaster could also be a financial disaster. Relax, people. Talk to an independent agent about safety insurance. They'll make sure you have the coverage you need today to ensure a happy tomorrow. Safety insurance will help you manage life storms.
Hey, it's Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law. At Catches, we don't just work here, we live here. We're part of the same neighborhoods, the same schools, the same New England towns that you call home. So when life hits hard and you need someone in your corner, you deserve lawyers who truly understand what's at stake. With over 40 years of experience and more than $3 billion recovered for the people of New England, we know how to win, and we know how to fight for you. Visit catcheslaw.com today to schedule your free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless you win.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 CR-V or a 3.49% APR on a 2026 HR-V. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Hit 98.5thesportshub.com.
Pass up the right side into Geeki. Skates turned over. Zadorov lays out, tried to block it, and they force it wide of the net. With a second effort, Graf scores into the empty net. So with 1:07 to go, the Sharks are back in front by 2. Yeah, 3-1, the Sharks win it as the comeback effort foiled there with just over a minute to go. Bruins fall to 1-2 on the road trip. It made a good push here in the third period, but couldn't come back with two goal deficit.
It wasn't a bad game. I mean, it was a decent game for the Bruins side of things from their perspective. They were a little slow, I think, on the forecheck, just trying to get that established. Shorten the bench as we expected in the third period. You know, you got things going with that line with Zacha and with Geeki and Pastrnak, who were a threat. You know, the Minton line was a threat when they were out there. They had chances in a couple different periods with rebound opportunities. Not a ton of rebounds, I guess, for the Bruins, but that line had a few of them. You know, you got the deactivated. a mistake on the empty net goal. I mean, just not executing properly, kind of throwing that puck into a little bit of traffic. I mean, it's not tape to tape. He's got to try to get it out of his feet, and then he's got a man right in his face. And, for Zadorov, probably a better decision there on where to go with that puck. But, with the empty net. But, it's a power play goal by Celebrini on a moving screen, that beats Swayman. And I thought, and I could be wrong, but I thought both goals actually deflected off a Bruins defenseman. I thought one ramped up off the stick of Lindholm and the moving screen. Could be wrong on that. It's really kind of hard to tell. It happened so quick with Lindholm putting his stick in there. But Celebrini's Celebrini as well. He's having that kind of season right now. And then the other one, in the first period, I thought might have glanced off of Asamon's stick. And all it has to do is change directions just a little bit because of where he's shooting from.
You could tell from the reaction of Swayman, right, as he played he went down to play that.
When you as a goaltender, you talk to goalies, right? If you see the blade of the stick of the shooter, you have a pretty good idea where that puck is going. If you have a bead on, if you're not screened, obviously, but if you see it, you have a pretty good idea where that puck is going. And now there's some shooters that are more deceptive than others, but first goal of the season, that tells you that, okay, he probably is just trying to get that shot on net. It got off his stick in a hurry, but the way that Swayman reacted and then where the puck went kind of tells you that it might have deflected off Asamon's stick. I'd have to ask Swayman that. But either way, I'm just saying that it was not a bad game in terms of what they were trying to do. And the Celebrini goal was a power play goal. They killed off a 5-on-3. The power play let them down a little bit today. I thought they could have been more effective. They had some good chances. Askarov was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, he made at least 2 great saves on Pasternak here today. He had one on Geeki from a one-timer from that left wing side. He was the difference of the game. And, I think the Bruins created enough. Probably could have created more, but created enough. And could have easily been on the winning end of this, or at least point-wise. And so they didn't squander a game. They kept to their game. They kept moving the puck. There were some good things to take out of this one, but you come out on the short end. Now you have to salvage the road trip with a game against a good Islanders team. You've beaten them. You've handled them twice this year. That hasn't been easy, but they're playing their best hockey of the season as you go into New York on Wednesday.
As you said, it wasn't a bad game, but through 40 minutes, we said they hadn't really found their game yet.
I didn't think they found their forechecking game. I thought the Minton line, and you can see how many times they were out there in the third period, that Marco Sturm felt that they had their legs. They were the line that generated the majority of the forecheck for the Bruins throughout at least 40 minutes and even into the last period. But then you also shorten the bench with throwing Zacha and Geeki and Pasternak all together, and they had some very good shifts in that offensive zone. Just they could only finish the one.
So the Bruins lose it here in San Jose tonight, 3-1, the final score. Service Credit Union and Charlie McAvoy have teamed up for 73 Reasons campaign this season to donate $250,000 to cover heart screens and cancer screens for police and firefighters, donating $200 for every block shot, $1,000 for every shutout. So far this season, Boston has 399 blocks, no shutouts. Service Credit Union has donated $79,800. Learn more now at servicecu.org/73reasons. Back to wrap things up from San Jose next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Holiday shopping made easy. Stocking stuffers to the big ticket items, Country Ski has everything you need to make the holidays special this winter. Make an in-store shopping appointment or stop by one of their stores in Quincy, Hanson, or Westwood. Country Ski's expert staff of skiers and riders will help you find the perfect gift for your list. For over 37 years, College Hype has been Boston's go-to for high-quality custom apparel. From screen printing to embroidery, they do it all. In-house with unmatched craftsmanship and lightning-fast turnaround. They're your one-stop shop for all your custom apparel. Whether it's for your school, business, or big event, they bring your brand to life with gear that stands out and lasts. Visit collegehype.com to see what the hype is all about. That's collegehype.com. College Hype, making a difference, one t-shirt at a time.
What's up, everybody? It's Adam from Central 44 Jeep Dodge Ram Raynham. When the season's on the line, you want the team you can trust in the red zone. And during our Black Friday sales event, we're delivering a deal that's an absolute touchdown. Right now, get a brand new 2026 Dodge Durango GT for just $299 a month on a 48-month lease. That's right, a powerful, family-ready Durango GT for only $299 a month. We're minutes from anywhere, so whether you're driving to Foxborough, Boston, or just taking the kids to practice, make sure you stop by Central 44. Central 44 Jeep Dodge Ram Raynham from our driveway to yours.
Hey, it's Scott Zolak here. Athletes, families, and anyone who wants the best dental care, you gotta go see my guy at Boston Dental. It's Dr. M. It's high-end, sports-focused dentistry with affordable prices in a comfortable, family-friendly environment. 17 expert dentists that handle everything from implants to Invisalign, and they handle same-day emergency appointments. Major insurance? Covered. 3 Boston locations, downtown, Government Center, and the Seaport, and they have 2 in Dubai, which means you get a global VIP-level experience wherever you are. Book online at bostondental.com or call them at 617-706-5000 and follow their Instagram for latest updates.
Hey, it's Maz. Get your home ready for winter with Rodenizer Home Services. Book a comprehensive gas heating system check for just $89. Their experts catch issues early and keep your system running safely, so schedule your check today.
Zoe and Beetle, middays on the Sports Hub.
The Shaw's and Star Market Foundation's Nourishing Neighbors initiative sponsors our Feeding the Puck for Families campaign. For every helper on a Bruins goal this season, they donate another $100 to fight food insecurity. With 2 feeds tonight, that's another $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. Follow along at 985thesportshub.com/feed the puck. San Jose Sharks with a 3-1 victory over the Bruins tonight. Drops the Bruins to 13-11 on the season. Sharks improved to 11-9-3. So both teams now 2 games above the 500 mark so far this year. And let's give you our 3 stars of the night as we'll go with the number 3 star. Well, he had a hell of a third period. David Pastrnak sets up Morgan Geeky's goal. Here's Hampus Lindholm, top of the circle. Hands off to Pastrnak, cutting up top. Gives it back to Hampus now. Walks it along the blue line. Gives out there to Yoki Haru. Cycles it along to Pastrnak. Coming down the left wing circle against Ferraro. Drags in behind the net. Backhander in front. Score! It's Geeky again! His 5th in 3 games. Gets the Bruins on the board. 2-1. Pastrnak just skating hard throughout that third period as he was getting double shifted throughout much of the period. He gets our number 3 star honors tonight. Number 2 star with the game-winning goal on the power play and an assist on the empty netter at the end, Macklin Celebrini. Here's Celebrini leading the Sharks forward, trying to send it down the slot for Eklund. Squirted away from him, but kept alive. Orlov to the near circle. Celebrini shot, scores. And the power play goal for the Sharks, Macklin Celebrini, makes it 2-0. Macklin Celebrini now with 34 points on the season, pulls him ahead of Connor McDavid. He is just 3 points behind Nathan McKinnon for the league lead. He is 37 points as McKinnon. Macklin Celebrini now with 34 on the year. And the number 1 star of the night goes to Yaroslav Askarov. Out of the right corner, turns and fires from the near circle, and a chance for Jeannot in front. Askarov, 2 saves. Yoki Haru sends one across. Askarov with a big save there. Yaroslav Askarov's been one of the hottest goaltenders in the league for the better part of the last month. He stops 33 out of 34 tonight. In his last 8 starts, he's now 7-1 and has allowed 12 goals total in those 8 games. Jeremy Swayman played well tonight as well. He stopped 28 out of the 30 that he faced. He'll drop to 9-6 in 15 appearances this season. His last 7 games, a 6-2 record with the goals against that is barely over 2. And Askarov is our Lexus Amazing Player of the Game, brought to you by the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models for a limited time. Learn more at Lexus.com. So the Bruins fall 3-1 tonight to San Jose. 1-2 record on this road trip so far. And this road trip now heads back east on Wednesday night. We will be out on Long Island for the Bruins and the New York Islanders. Pre-game coverage across the network. We'll get it underway at 6:30 with a face-off just after 7 o'clock. I know for those of you who have been staying up late throughout the course of this last week out on the East Coast, you will be happy to have us back in the Eastern time zone, and we look forward to that as well. Now for our executive producer, Jeremy Connolly, back in Waltham, our studio engineer, or engineer here in the booth, I should say, Raul Velez, and for Bob Beers, I'm Ryan Johnston. Thanks for joining us, and good night from San Jose.
This is Boston Bruins hockey. Boston Bruins hockey is brought to you by your local New England Honda dealers, Shaw's and Star Market, Safety Insurance, Town Fair Tire, Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train, your New England Ford dealers, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Service Credit Union, and by Catches Law.
2 seconds, 1 second, it's over. The Bruins have won the Stanley Cup.
And by Dairy Queen, Peerless Boilers, your New England Chevy dealers, Timber Tech Decking and Railing, Charles D. Sheehy, Wendy's, Live Nation, your Boston area Lexus dealers, Tito's Handmade Vodka, and by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
After 39 long years, the Cup is back home. The Bruins are 2011 Stanley Cup champions.
Bruins hockey is a presentation of the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZFM at HD Boston 98.5 The Sports Hub. Easily Media Group Station.
Join over 1 million happy customers and shop Black Friday deals before they're gone at audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Go Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No! Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Fearless voice in sports is on FS1. The one and only Colin Cowherd is bold, unique, and outspoken.
Wow.
You can see him on The Herd, weekdays at noon Eastern on FS1 in the Fox Sports app. And now, here's a little something that you missed from the Ben Maller Show.
Think of it like instant mashed potatoes, just add some water. How much stock do we put into Texas coach Steve Sarkisian saying he's not going anywhere? All right, so my views on this, I've got Cups and Balls, Ticketmaster, Think Tank. So first of all, the amount of stock that I put in is squadouche, okay, bupkis. Bupkis. This is a penny stock. It is a waste of oxygen. It is all of that. Sark stood up there and delivered an extended State of the Union of denial. And we've had no discussions. He said at one point, we've had no discussions. He actually said, I've had no discussions. Yes, you've had no discussions, Steve Sarkisian. You did not talk to anyone. You did not. Now, your agent, on the other hand, well, yeah. The words are plausible deniability. It's straight out of the Nick Saban, Lane Kiffin school of coaching duplicity. And this is the timeless playbook. I remember being here at Fox Sports Radio when a guy named Nick Saban was coaching the Miami Dolphins and was doing an absolutely horrific job, was completely overwhelmed by the NFL, could not handle it, could handle the junior varsity of college, but could not handle the varsity of the NFL, and just completely in over his head. And there were all kinds of rumors that Nick Saban was going to run off to the college football again. A couple weeks later, roll tide.
To get the rest of what Big Ben said, podcast it by searching The Ben Maller Show. And as always, you can hear The Ben Maller Show weekdays from 2 a.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Pacific, right here on Fox Sports Radio.
Basically, get out of the way.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Dan Patrick.
He's trying to save his job. You would think you would put the best player in there. And if it's Shedeur Sanders, put him in. Do I think it's fair to assess, that performance against the Ravens? No, because they were coming after him, and they were hitting him on every play. These members of the media who are carrying water for Dion and Shedeur, you're going to put him in a position like Tim Tebow. Nobody's going to want to have him on the roster because of all of this drama that goes along with him, even as a backup quarterback. I don't want that. If he can play, great. But I don't want Shedeur Sanders if he's going to be a backup quarterback, because Kevin Stefanski hears these questions every single day because everybody is like, Hey, put Shador in. Hey, he didn't get first-team reps. Like, yeah, we know that. You don't get first-team reps.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Dan and the Danettes and you.
Weekdays 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. The Herd. It's Colin Cowherd.
Here we go. Weird sometimes works in sports and in life.
The Herd. The Herd. Yeah. It's poetry.
Outline your life in pencil, not pen. Yeah. Things change.
It's sports.
College football fans are freaking out. Oh my God.
Need I say more?
Total class, understated, just does his job.
Yeah. It's The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
The public is always right.
Listen every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Right here on Fox Sports Radio. FS1.
Looking for the one, what you looking at the one?
To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details.
From the Tell Your Type Studios, WBZ FM and HD1. It's not just the games. It's Toucher and Hardy, Zolak and Bertrand, Felger and Maz, Joe Murray. For Boston sports fans, it's 98.5, the Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group Station.
We are Fox Sports. And here's what you need to know.
The Raiders are 2-9 after losing at home to Cleveland 24-10 today. Geno Smith was sacked 10 times. The Raiders tonight have fired offensive coordinator Chip Kelly. Atlanta ended a 5-game losing streak with a 24-10 win at New Orleans. Jacksonville won in overtime at Arizona. Kansas City came back for an overtime win against Indianapolis. Detroit in overtime beat the Giants. Dallas was down 21-0 to Philadelphia late first half and still beat the Eagles 24-21 on a field goal on the final play. The Rams are about ready to win their 6th game in a row. 34-7 is the lead mid-fourth quarter against Tampa Bay. Bucs quarterback Baker Mayfield, down 31-7 at the half, did not return for second half action due to a left shoulder injury. In the NBA, Oklahoma City is 17-1 after ripping Portland. Kevin Durant of the Rockets reportedly out 2 games due to a family matter. I'm Steve DeSager.
Let's go, man! Go, boy! Let's go! I need you, baby! This is Fox Football Sunday. Come on. And we're breaking down your football day.
Physical.
One play at a time.
You're listening to Fox Football Sunday from the play. Touchdown! Keep it running to the right. He's got room at the 40 to post game. Your football teams are repped here. Fox Football Sunday is now. Live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Arnie Spaniard and Chris Plank.
Now let's go, stinking genius.
Let's go, big boy. Let's go.
What a week for you,
Let's
man.
go.
What a week for you. What was it like to go to an actual sporting event?
And not only to go to a sporting event, my Arizona Wildcats. Went and saw them on the road. It was a blast, Chris. I got to tell you, it was absolutely just a blast. Went with 2 of my fraternity brothers, Yo Bob and Resin. And
do they still go by those names?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like in their regular walk of life, they're Yo Bob and Resin.
Yo Bob, Resin, Thumper, Keg.
What was your name?
These sound like your obscure movie comedy guys.
Yeah. It was so much fun. I got to tell you, it was. We went over to the campus, had something to eat beforehand, and I got to tell you, the kids just don't party like they used to, Chris. They just, we were talking about these 12 to 15 young co-eds. No guys came up to hit on them at all for like the hour we were talking to them.
We're kind of in a little bit of a different world now, too. I mean, that's not necessarily the way that the kids go about it anymore. They meet on social media sites. They know each other probably before they go out.
Chris,
that age and era that you lived in, that I lived in, doesn't really exist anymore.
Not even to go up and say, "Hey, girls, how you doing?"
Yeah, that's kind of creepy, I think. Actually, I'm not in that world, I guess. Like, Mary, you're probably the closest one to it, Patrick. I don't really know if that's as common as it was back in the day. And they probably saw these strapping young lads that were already talking to these females, so they thought they had no shot at all with, who was it, Keg and Resin and you?
No. It was just Resin and Yo Bob.
Sorry.
Yo Bob's brother, Yo Tom, couldn't come. But
Gotcha.
They took pictures for us. They asked me if I was if they were my dad. I'm like, no. We all went to school together, so we're all the same. What are you laughing at? What are you talking about?
I would have taken Dad as a as a badge, I would have worn that. You're lucky they probably didn't think you were their grandpa or something like that. So, well, it was a good game, though. I was watching. I was looking for you. I couldn't find you amongst the people. It's weird to watch college basketball, to me, in November, because I'm so in football right now, in college football, and I've gone. I went to Spokane to see Oklahoma and Gonzaga 2 weeks ago. It's almost as if college basketball isn't going on. Right. And I watched that game. It's almost like the NBA isn't going on either. But you watch that game, and it's crazy. It's sold out, and there's people. It's just lunacy, and then you realize, oh yeah, that's right. There's some places that are a little crazier about college basketball than they are about college football right
Chris,
now. And
usually they play their big games on a neutral site or a little bit. Off campus. This one was on campus, and it was rocking. When they came back, we were up by 13. When they came back to take the lead, I don't know if I ever heard a place as loud. I was shocked. I'm like, whoa. It got real loud in there. It was a lot of fun. The fans were really cool. I got into it with a few fans at a few, what was great about an hour before game time, an hour and a half, we found out their best player wasn't going to play.
Well, two of the best players didn't play.
Yeah, but they didn't. The fans didn't know it. And I got to break the news to them. I was having so much fun with that. I'm like, you should have seen their faces. They wanted to punch me in the face. They're like, oh, you're full of crap. I'm like, there you go.
I don't know what this drive is for you when you go to a sporting event to want to get punched in the face or want to start a fight.
I wanted to break the bad news to them, so that was a lot of fun, and I got a good kick out of that.
Well, that's you. That's your personality.
There's a guy that does a company that calls Bob Breaks Bad News, and you can call him up and pay him like $20, and he makes bad news to people. I should start doing that. That'd be right up my alley. But
that sounds like something. Actually, are you sure it's Brad? Is it now John Breaks Bad News?
I don't know. It's something like that.
Why let facts get in the way of a story?
Yeah,
I completely and totally understand.
Don't let that. But the fans were cool. Great game. They took the lead. We blew a 13-point lead, but it was good to come out with the victory. I know it's pretty much meaningless this type of year, but it was just it's good to see these teams play each other though and have some excitement. Everybody's going to go to the tournament anyway, so why not schedule more games like this and give the fans a lot of excitement? So that was a lot of fun.
Listen, Sean, if you want to send your crappy tweets because we talk about college football, your boy, Stinking Genius, just spent 10 minutes talking about a college basketball game. So leave me alone. Yeah. Hey, let's talk about the breaking news. First of all, Sunday Night Football has become very lopsided. The Rams are rolling the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In fact, no Baker. Baker got hurt in this game, 34-7. Teddy Bridgewater's been in. It took me a couple of series I was watching with the sound down. I'm like, who is 10? Well, who is that? Because he was making plays running all over the place. But
is that the guy from the TV commercial? That's the backup quarterback that comes in. And that's who it is.
It's not Chad Powers or whomever, right? 273, 3 touchdowns tonight from Matt Stafford. He's been outstanding. Rams about to improve to 9-2 on the season. But as the only person who sat and watched every stupid snap of the Browns-Raiders game today, which was by far the most embarrassing performance in the history of Raiders football.
You're close to getting fired for being a Raider fan.
Not Las Vegas. That. Okay, that bit's getting old. Not Las Vegas Raider, not Oakland Raider, not Los Angeles, not Oakland. Like Raiders history. Today was embarrassing. Shedeur Sanders is not very good. He looked fine today.
I gave him a B+, to be honest with you.
Did you watch every snap?
Not every snap.
Okay, I give him a C- watching every snap.
Why would I punish myself? Why would I watch every snap?
Okay, so you're great, but see, that's my point. It's like I give him a B+. You didn't watch every snap. Your grade doesn't mean a damn thing. You watch the highlight. You watch the one throw when he's rolling out and he threw to a guy.
It was a good one. I saw it 100 times. Trust me.
Right, and you're going to see it 1,000 times off Shedeur defenders.
But
he had at least. Hold on a second. Hold on, just 1 second. He had at least 4 passes that should have been picked. At least 4. And the Raiders did not do anything creative to try to put pressure on him. So you watch your highlights and give him his B+. I watched the whole game, and I'm like, okay, let Cleveland have their hope right now. That was more about how ridiculously bad the Raiders are than Shedeur Sanders. Not here to rain on your parade, just dropping facts.
I never thought the Raiders would lose that game. I thought
I did.
No, I said, look, it's one thing.
You obviously haven't paid attention this year.
Yeah, but they're playing at home. Rookie quarterback hasn't been done since, what did they say, Eric Zaire? Is that the
That's right.
Georgia quarterback, I believe. I think it was.
He's the analyst on the Georgia radio network and is retiring
so
after this season.
So, I mean, I just didn't think he was going to – I thought he was going to have a horrible game. But like I said, some of the stuff I saw looked good. I just can't believe they held you guys to 10 points.
Oh, I can? Stop saying that. You haven't watched this S show. Well, I can't believe they haven't seen it. Because you're not watching it. You have no idea how terrible this is.
No. It's not that. It's not about the personnel. I'm just kind of surprised. And I know he's new to the team, so I shouldn't really hold him responsible. But, Tom Brady, he's going to finally say, hey, my name's on this thing, and I can't have my name.
You pull Tom Brady into this for? Who cares about Tom Brady? I want a serviceable offense.
You're not going to – who are you going to blame? Davis? You're going to blame someone?
Yes. I'm going to blame the owner.
You're going to have to redo everything now with new coach,
I don't
new
care.
Coordinator.
Who cares?
Quarterback.
Hey, should it just keep – listen, Artie doesn't want to change anything because we're going to have to redo everything from this embarrassment of a 2-9 franchise right now that has been blown out by crappy teams like the Browns, got destroyed by the Commanders. The Chargers stink now, got destroyed by them in week 2. This is an absolute embarrassment, Arnie. So you can sit there and be like, oh, I don't know why you would make changes.
No,
that's
I didn't
because
say
you're
why
a
you would
crazy
make changes.
person.
No, I didn't say why you would. Where would you start, though? With the coach, with a quarterback, offensive coordinator? I mean, what do you do?
You hit it all. You hit it all.
With all of them.
Yeah, no, it was embarrassing. And every single Raiders fan that has lived this pain for the better part of the last 20 years is embarrassed, and they should be. This is so bad. We're better. Like, hey, Derek Carr wasn't so bad. Everyone that clowned on him for years and years and years. Look at this. Geno Smith is flipping off the fans as he leaves the field. Y'all owe a major apology to that guy that was holding up the sign whenever they played Seattle in the exhibition game. I mean, the dude that said he was a bigger bust than Jamarcus Russell, that guy was right. But again, like, where do you start? The offensive line can't protect. They gave up 10 sacks today. They can't run the football because when Genty gets the ball, he's destroyed. Can't throw the football because Geno's spooked in the pocket and can't do anything. It's just, you got to start somewhere. And so just firing an overpaid offensive coordinator, I guess, is where you go.
You know what's crazy about this whole thing? The Raiders, two teams that used to be historically just great teams. I mean,
year in and year out.
One were the Raiders, and look what they've become now. I mean, kids nowadays have no idea what the Raider lore used to be alike. You know what I mean? And, what their mystique used to be and how great of a franchise it used to be. And it's funny, if you look at another sport, you got the same thing right there in your neck of the woods, the Oakland A's or whatever you want to call them now. Remember what a historic franchise Jay used to be? And look what they're now. There's a lot of historic franchises in sports that have just crumbled in front of us, and the Raiders are one of them. They're not even close.
Not even close.
Yeah, to
not
what
even
they used
close.
to be under Al Davis.
Not even close. Well, they were pretty bad under Al Davis.
Well,
too.
the late years.
Yeah. In fact, since the Raiders went to the Super Bowl in 2002, so you mind that? Quick math tells me that is what, 23 years ago?
Yeah.
All right. Do you know how many winning seasons they've had in those 23 years? Winning seasons. I'm not even talking about playoff wins. I'm not even talking about going to the playoffs.
I would
Just
say like
over
5.
500. 2.
Oh, jeez.
They've had 2.
It's like
they
went the Dolphins.
Yes, it is. In 2016, the year that Derek Carr broke his leg right before the playoffs, with Jack Del Rio's second year, they went 12-4 and lost in the playoffs to the Texans. 2021, they went 10-7. That was the year of Henry Ruggs' accident when John Gruden got fired. Rich Bisaccia came in and did a good job. Derek Carr played nails down the stretch. They finished 10-7. Outside of that, nada, zippo, zilch. And it sucks because they're only kind of like mediocre bad. There's an 8-8, 8-8, like 7-9 in there. So it's not even to where you're bad enough that you get the top pick. And the one time you got the top pick, the biggest bust on the planet went number 1 overall in Jamarcus Russell. So I don't know, man. I don't know what the fix is. I feel like Mark Davis needs to sell the team. I just feel he's in over his head. He made his money. His dad would be so embarrassed right now. I mean, so embarrassed if he saw the state of this franchise. And the fact that this dude keeps holding on and making bad decision after bad decision. Sell the freaking team.
Do you think
I like him.
You think
Seems like a good dude. No, he's not going to sell it out of those cold, dead hands. He needs to, though. He's a clown. He's an absolute clown. And that's the unfortunate reality of what's happened to this franchise. I would go to the mattresses for that dude for the better part of the last 5 or 6 years. Like, hey, he loves the team. He loves the team more than I do. He's financially invested. But now it's like he's more interested in being the star of the WNBA than going out there and grinding and putting a winning front office and team together. It's just an embarrassment.
Where do you even look for a quarterback? Where do you start? I mean,
the draft.
Yeah, I mean, that Vandy quarterback, I don't know.
No, Diego Pavia's like 30 years old. I don't want Diego Pavia. If I'm looking at the draft, I want Fernando Mendoza. I want Dante Moore. I want Ty Simpson. You know what? That Arch Manning that I saw against Arkansas looked pretty good. Too bad Arkansas's defense stinks. I want anyone outside of that dude that wears number 7 that trots out there for them. How bad is Kenny Pickens? That's what I want to know. He's got to be the worst quarterback in the NFL, Arnie, because Kenny Pickens can't get on the field with this disaster that's taking place at quarterback for the Raiders right now.
You got to wonder
disaster.
why. What you think that he would have gotten a chance just by accident? You know what
he
I mean?
Must suck. I I have no idea. I have no clue.
It's got to be frustrating. And I know what you're going through because I'm a Dolphin fan, so I've gone through it a long time.
No, I don't know what you don't know what I'm going through because if the Dolphins win a game, you're like, hey, here we go. Look at us. We're going to the playoffs.
I'm happy that we're 4-7.
you're like a golden retriever. I just shine a little flashy light. You're like, oh, won a game. We won the first half. We're still a good team. Terrible. It's just absolutely, positively a disaster. And I guess the best news about it all is it's almost over. We've only got to deal with this for 5 more games, or what is it now, 6 more games? Oh, my gosh. And I'm the moron that'll watch that game next week and think, oh, look at this. Chip Kelly being gone will make all the difference. No, they can't block anyone. They can't. Even when they get a guy open, they can't catch the football, can't run the football, even though they've got maybe the most aggressive back in the league right now, or at least among them as far as power runners. It's just it's an embarrassment. It's so bad.
And I talked about what a great franchise used to be a long time ago. You know what is also bad about it? You look at your bad quarterback situation coming from a franchise that had some like Hall of Fame quarterbacks back in the day. You know, like George Bland or somebody that
I can help you out here if you want. The Kenny Stabler.
Ken Stabler.
Right.
That's the one I was thinking about. Ken Stabler. I know you had Jeff Hostetler there for a while, but
I don't think he's quite a Hall of Famer, but
no, but just big name quarterbacks compared
Jeff
to what
Hostetler
you have now.
is who you're going to go with on that one?
Mark Wilson was not a bad quarterback for you, was he not, or what?
He was. You got to make me cuss on the air. Mark Wilson was terrible, man.
Really? Was I wrong on that one?
Yeah, he was awful. But they were better off than they were. Bring him back out of college. He'd be better than Geno Smith. Now, where's Jim Plunkett? I'm sure he's got great. Can he still sling it? Come on, Jim. Get back in here.
You know who was the quarterback for you that was good? Was my old high school quarterback. You know who that one was?
I don't know that I would consider Jay Schrader good, but again, it was better than what they have right now. The bottom line is this. Chip Kelly is out. It's not going to make any difference in 2025. We'll see what it does. I wonder if this maybe gives Pete Carroll another year. He's fired their special teams